Perfect.
That'll do.
All right. Welcome to Unclicked. This is June news.
June.
I always blank because it is January 1st. We're going to try and get this out as soon as possible, but I'm already tired, so we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Shout out to Dennis, who is homesick. We have Demarcus Paul here.
Hello.
Mike Mastroni returning.
Howdy.
And Sir Diego Bravo. And we have Justin Benthian on the sidelines if you hear a mysterious voice that you cannot see. So, as always, shout out to Dales. This is a daytime podcast, so I don't think we're going to be partaking today, but we got Denim Dales still. Those packages are out there in the world, limited wherever, I think through the month of June. So, may still be out there. I don't know. But Source BMX always, and then the members of the channel, all that stuff. Appreciate you all. And then the normal breakdown, I feel like I've been talking for way too long already, is news, sponsorship, events that happen, events that are coming, videos. We got Mastroni's honorable mention, and then Insta clips. So that's the normal breakdown. As always, if we miss something, we're sorry. We're not perfect.
Yep.
And that's where Dennis would chime in, but he's not here.
But we can try.
But yeah, first up, I think probably in news, probably I would think kind of be the heaviest. Whoa, oh my God. Somebody put a song over that and it was so loud. Olympic riders are basically locked in. There was a little bit of drama with this post that I made because it runs through the guys. And then for Canada, like the top six, like 6 through 12, it's a country choice. So like Canada gets the spot, or Japan gets the spot, Australia gets the spot, et cetera, et cetera. And for the most part, it's obvious who they're going to choose. Japan's going to choose Rim. Australia is going to choose Logan.
Right.
For Canada, the guy that got the points is a dude by the name Jeffrey Whaley. But he just had shoulder surgery 2 weeks ago because I think nobody thought Canada was going to get a spot. So I put Maxime Chalafour, who rips, as the spot because I thought Jeffrey was getting surgery. Jeffrey's going to accept it and is saying he's going. But I think it's like they're going to see how he feels in like 3 or 4 weeks if he's actually going. So a little bit of drama there on that side. And then obviously the women, Paris, Nikita Dangwen, Natalia Diem, Michelle Nooner, Iveta from Czech Republic, Charlotte Worthington, Queensway. And then for Germany, there was a choice there. And I think I heard that they went with Kimberly Mueller just the other day. So Olympics kicks off in a few weeks.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I have it actually since we're talking about
it.
They're
already going on, but like the BMX part of it kick off or no?
No, I think they start in like
they
start in like 3 weeks, coming up pretty quick. But then the BMX stuff that's in the events that is coming. But since we're talking about it already, might as well finish it out. Freestyle is Tuesday, July 30th and the 31st. So those are the times and all that stuff. I do not know what time code that is. I would assume that it probably converts it for Pacific Standard Time, hopefully, but it probably doesn't. I guess if it's that probably doesn't make sense, right? If it's 1 p.m. here, that'd be like 9 p.m. in Paris. So could be in Paris. Yeah, she bites back. And then freestyle, or not freestyle, racing that's not the correct one. Where am I? Events that are coming. Racing. Gotta show some love. So that's August 1st and August 2nd. So how you watch it?
How do you
Olympics.com. I don't know.
Olympics.
Yeah.
There's no like live.
I think last year it was like Peacock or something like that. Or last year. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So you can't just
over here regging out.
You can't just watch it on TV.
I think you can, but I don't have TV. Do you have TV?
I mean, well, I think like if you have cable, I feel like most people might have cable.
I don't know. I don't
So
have cable,
Peacock's an
so
app, just like
I
Netflix.
I think it's
whatever.
like a subscription service thing. But I think I signed up for it, whatever, in 2021 and then just canceled it afterwards.
Maybe the
'Cause I
Olympics
really
just
wanted
has
to
some
watch.
deal with them.
Yeah, I think
specifically.
Olympics.com is probably the best place to go, and then you find out from there.
Right,
So
right.
I feel like a lot. I feel like they've learned a lot in like 3 years on how to get people to like actually watch stuff. So, sorry,
That's so funny.
she has not gotten bored yet. Okay. What else we got? Hall of Fame inductees.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Miron?
kind of some Miron.
Oh, sick.
So which
Hell
is
yeah.
amazing. Long
Yeah.
overdue.
Oh, absolutely.
We all know that I'm a huge fan of Miron. So Miron, early freestyles, Hugo Gonzalez, Jeff Watson, early industry. Industry is freestyling staff. So it'd be Lou, Andy, and Spike Jones. Modern racer, Maris Stromberg. You know, I heard a crazy thing about Maris is that because he won like gold in the Olympics and he's from Latvia or something, that he literally gets a salary for the rest of his life
Really?
That's so
from the
sick.
country.
Dang.
That's-
And so
That's
I don't know if he
incredible.
won because he won twice. I don't know if he gets like like double the salary or what, but I'm like, that's
pretty cool.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a stipend
taking
from the
care of him.
government, like a livable
Yeah.
wage from the government
Yeah,
for
that's boss.
the rest of your life. Early racer Bobby Woods, woman racer Kim Hayashi, track operator Debbie Kelly. The ceremony is September 20th and 20th through the 22nd. That is in where the hell is it? Oklahoma? So Tulsa, Oklahoma. So pretty crazy ceremony thing. It used to be here in San Diego, so I used to go to it, but not anymore.
Nice.
So, but yeah, congrats to all those dudes.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah, congrats.
I would be psyched to see a Jay Miron speech. So you
Yeah,
can
what
talk
a-
about BMX.
What a
So,
legend, man.
Yeah. In Wheel Mill, the Potosny brothers are trying to get a park going. TBA, to be announced.
Nice.
So future bike park for Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh scene. And then I think, where's the ramps? I think this is like the one that,
So the wheel mill closed, what, like 2 months ago?
something like
Like
that.
that. So they're just
But yeah,
right
So-
back to it.
yeah, the ramps are there.
Hell yeah.
Is
So-
Chris Doyle involved in this?
I don't know exactly. I would assume to some degree, but yeah, pretty cool to, just because of how much of a blow that was to the scene that
Oh,
they're
completely.
keeping
Yeah.
it going. So, you can actually support their efforts by picking up a shirt. So that's right here. I'm going to add this in there. So
Nice.
$1,500 on shirts sold. So hopefully, if you're watching this, you can go ahead and
Lots
just
of options.
pause right now, go to the description, click this, and then buy a shirt. So,
Nice.
and then Project Spoke.
Oh, can't
Excited about
wait.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is really,
Been
really cool what
works
Justin's
for
doing.
sure.
It sucks that I'm literally going to have to listen to myself.
I'm sitting here is because of other people's stories.
Thankfully, I didn't turn it up in a time.
I'm in my kitchen and eating up all my hot dogs and drinking all my water and doing all my tricks on my jumps.
Is that Ecuador?
A
Looks like
felony.
Ecuador. Yeah, that's Ecuador.
That's a war.
That's in Ecuador?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The people don't believe in the dream.
Shout out Marco.
What is it? Why can't I be like that? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
It's just in my head. Like if you guys only
Legend.
Legend.
Oh.
Helped me realize things about myself, maybe change the way I talk to my friends.
So sick.
Just like
Sick.
this moment of clarity, like what the hell has happened to me? Hearing about his story was like kind of everything.
Super cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crying right now. I'm not crying. Allergies, in winter.
So yeah,
Nice.
that sums it up. That there's a whole list of premieres. Again, since we're on subject.
There's one coming up in Salt Lake pretty soon, I think, alongside of Elf's video.
Yeah.
Which I think is also on there to talk about.
Okay, that is on there, yeah.
But, so, yep, that's the first one, 13th.
Cool. And then, so, I mean, it's all here. Shout out to Justin for putting all of this together. Super cool that he can, what an undertaking, obviously. Yeah. And he's been working on it since before COVID. Mm-hmm. So it's like a 5-year, with some heavy breaks in there and all that. So,
yeah,
definitely. Takes time.
Yeah. So any more info about that? I think, so obviously justinschwanke.com, and then I think there may be the link will be in there. So you could pre-order from straight through there. So go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he got support from like Edmonton Arts Council, and we helped him out and stuff like that. But he's doing the bulk of it. I had to tell him like lower our involvement. This is your project.
Yeah,
so
he really went the extra mile. Yeah. Probably not something that like your average BMX filmer or rider would do.
Had so many ideas
as far as applying for a grant and doing it all correctly. So
exactly. And then sort of in the same.
We would stay at like Josh Harrington's house down in North Carolina and fucking always like try and egg each other on to go fucking ring and run Dave Mira because he lived across the street.
Ring and run.
And he had the balls to do it, but it was like one of those little kids. We were grown ass men too. We're like 18, 19 years old.
So sick.
At least I was. I know Garrett was younger, but I remember we
would
say like.
Austin Augie Simoncini. Jeez, I need to drink more coffee. Augie Simoncini documentary by Calvin Kosovich. So I texted Calvin today. It's not officially done, but I think if you do his Patreon, then you get it early, and then there'll be like a short version on YouTube. So
Calvin's Patreon.
Nice. Correct. Yeah. What did I say? Mine?
No, you just said Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before I forget, let me add this in because I will forget adding his Patreon to the.
Imagine Ding Dong ditching Dave Mira.
Yeah,
man.
They should have done it.
They should have done it.
Yeah. Should I say the videos for?
Well, the Stink Pit video, or I don't know.
Yeah, Stink Pit video is not out, so that we'll do that.
It's news.
Yeah. So Stink Pit 7, incredible. That's 7 years or seven full length videos is insane. So that is the link is in the bio for that. I tried to find a trailer. You guys know where a trailer is? Yeah.
I don't know about a trailer. Conway's part.
Yeah, Conway's part is really good. We watched it yesterday.
Yep.
Jeff Brady's part is great.
Yep.
Always.
Latin footage, always good. The Leaper brothers.
It goes by so quick.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty quick video. It's like 25 minutes, 27 minutes. Yeah. Just nothing really besides riding. So it's just all straight to the point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So sick.
$10.
$10.
Yeah.
Worth it.
That's amazing.
Buy it. Support.
Yeah. And then obviously I don't want to watch this again, but remembering Pat Casey, a year since he passed, I made this video. It sucked. It was it's shitty going through that footage for like 3 days trying to find like the best stuff. So,
yeah, it's pretty sad.
But yeah, you can go ahead and give this a watch. If you watch the X Games coverage this week, the Pat's presence is still there every time somebody wins. They're like Pat. So
a lot of shirts too. A lot of Pat Casey shirts this year as well.
And then this one I kind of stumbled on Instagram. Kyle Baldock, who he hasn't posted in a long time, so he has like an academy that he's an academy that he's been like teaching kids how to ride BMX and do what he did, and so it looks like this is like the next step, which looks pretty insane.
Dude,
so
incredible.
That's sick. Yeah.
Did
you guys ever finish that ramp video?
No, that's one that's been sitting for a long time.
What's the ramp video?
Well, you remember the ramp from Ride?
The monster ramp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good series.
Kyle and I started filming one forever ago. He literally front flipped between two planes.
What?
Like two plane wings.
And the footage of this hasn't come out?
No, yeah.
That's spot in Arizona, the graveyard planes? Yeah.
So, and then Demarcus and I went out with him for a couple of days out here too, and he did a bunch of wild shit.
Killed it.
Dang.
Yeah. And then
put that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like a minute and a half. I don't really know what to do with it. So yeah, exactly, right?
Digestible.
So
yeah,
straight
to the point.
Right?
Yeah.
It's really crazy. Yeah.
So
no one's gonna watch front flip over at 2 helicopters.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I think I have the photos on my desktop. Let's see if I have the photo, like, because it's in like I have a forever project folder that. Do I? I do not. False alarm. Edit it out.
That'd be crazy. Pull it up first try.
I know. Well, I had him. Yeah, I thought I had him out here.
The Chris Childs one, the ramp video, comes to mind as being like one of the crazier ones.
Yeah,
there are a lot of crazy ones actually.
Yeah, they always produce some wild things, you know. So there's always
was that Donaghy and who else? Like Donaghy and somebody had one.
Pat and Kevin. Did Donaghy have one?
Donaghy had one.
Donaghy had a rap video?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was Trey and Colt Fake.
Maybe Donaghy had a clip in
Probably
one
had
of
a
them
clip,
or something.
yeah.
But I just remember him doing like an up rail here, the rail that's cut
Yeah,
off.
you're right, because it was Kalkoff. Yeah, it was Kalkoff, Donaghy, and who else? Yeah, you're right.
They're doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I think it was just Kalkoff and Donaghy. Yeah,
videos?
you're right. Yeah. Scotty had one. Yeah, yeah. So, cool project. It's on the side of my house. I bring it to BMX Day Jam usually.
The ramp is pretty sick.
Yeah. It's so overmade.
I had it inside my apartment one day. My kids was like, "What is that thing?" It's a ramp.
It's an X Factor kicker.
And then that will pretty much do it for news. Let's make sure I don't mess up with that. Put that over there. Sponsorship news. Devin Smiley riding for OnlyFans. I think that one.
Ooh.
It's pretty sick.
Does anybody know how that came about?
I can take a guess. I don't really know, but
yeah, good looking dude. No, I'm just joking.
I'm pretty like, I think not myself, but I think Nathan as well. Like got like a few DMs or like a email from OnlyFans before. I don't know if it's the same situation. Yeah. So, but they just talk about like, oh, we want to kind of change the stigma of the whole look of it because you get more of your percentages from OnlyFans than you would from Patreon or any other outlet like that.
Yeah,
so
and you don't have to.
I don't know if his situation is like no.
Yeah.
So it's exclusive content that you want people to see, like Diego's talked about it
Chito
earlier.
Vera, or like fighters, like promote. I see him promoting like OnlyFans, and I'm like, dude, why he has an OnlyFans? And then like go and like it's like just his workouts, and like it's free too, and like or you can pay for the full thing or something, but it's just like his routines, like his weightlifting routines to cut weight for the
That's
UFC.
how it started out, right? It didn't start out as like a naked girl.
Yeah.
I think it started out with sports. So it had like a niche, and then it just blew up. And
TikTok kind of was like that too.
Yeah.
Like wasn't TikTok paying you when TikTok first started to just like, because they just want cool content?
Yeah, I think they just like kind of reach out to like a lot of different people that they feel could use it. Like I said, I don't know his particular situation, but it's like,
I talked to him there, and he said same thing. Like he mentioned that his page would be free for the most part, and he was just trying to do like an inside look in his life, and it was like a 2-year deal, and that they're trying to really branch stuff out. And like so
probably sponsoring a skater, probably too.
Yeah. So super cool.
Shout out to Devin.
Yeah. So sorry for the people that thought I was getting naked. Sponsorship,
good deals.
Jacob Lord for Dance Comp.
Nice.
We got the Dance Comp takeover too, so it's a little heavy on Dance Comp.
The Taj,
the Taj
jump is the thumbnail.
Yeah. Well, it's only a minute and a half long. I actually didn't have the chance to.
Yeah, what?
That was so sick.
Wild.
Yeah, he rips.
I'm not familiar with this guy at all, but just seeing that first clip, it reminded me instantly of Josh Dove.
Yeah,
very similar style.
I like the bottom.
Pegless, 4 pegs, doing it all.
Imagine having that park to ride every day. Dude. Just the shit that you would come up with.
Yeah, right. Kind of remind me like a little of Bazanson riding that park.
Joyride status.
Oh, that's so sick.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he's the one that got the money off of me for the trick challenge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's the one that did that?
Yeah. So
Oh, he's T-bogged through it.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
Rips.
Hell yeah.
Well, there's a different Taj
man.
gap.
Hell yeah.
So that's it.
Nice.
Shout out to Jacob.
Yeah, congrats, dude.
Yeah, congrats, man.
To the team.
And then Brady Baker got he was, it's crazy when you like Monster Army and then he wins X Games and all this stuff, and so they gave him the bump to pro.
Sick.
That's
Which
sick.
is cool.
Congrats.
So
Congrats, man.
yeah, not an easy thing to do. With how,
Especially because the Monster Army is pretty big, right?
yeah, they have a lot of dudes on there. Like I think maybe Dubby's still on Monster Army, which is pretty crazy. I know they like bumped like Bryce Tryon a couple years back and stuff like that. But Rue, you are making the rounds right now.
It's sick that they have that program as like a place for them to start out.
Yeah,
like people that are kind of going that path, and
because I'm pretty sure they get some kind of support in the Monster Army, right? Like
yeah, they do. There's
contest stuff
travel and
yeah.
and just resources and all that stuff. So they do do a lot of stuff. And they may even pay people. I'm not sure.
They might help you get to contests and stuff if it's in their best interest.
Yeah. Emma Silva off of radio, which he always kills it. So I don't know.
Dude, yeah, he sports.
Who's that guy on radio that's from like NorCal that I think he was
That's
on?
Brady Baker.
Oh,
that was Brady Baker.
No.
Oh,
Tanner,
yeah, Estrella, yeah.
The original Kruk bars.
The original Kruk bars.
Yeah, dude, they're wilder than Kruks.
How?
That's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
Wow, yeah, that was.
He was boys with Christian.
Oh, that makes sense. They're from
Back
the
in
same place.
Joe Foley, BSD Pro.
Well deserved.
This man is a savage.
We all watched the BSD mixtape.
His
part
and the Project X. He was in there. Like,
yeah. His stuff in Project X is what made me be like, dude. I think a lot of people
all killed, no feel.
Yeah, like the bump off the tree root or whatever to pegs to over the double rail hop into the bank was like nuts already, and then to do it first try.
Yeah,
just incredible, dude.
I didn't think it was gonna work. I was like, is this dude?
That rail was tall too. And like he just handled
really
it
like way too tall.
Yeah.
So sick.
I think that video woke everybody up to just like, oh, this dude's the real deal.
Yeah,
probably
over pegs was pretty wild.
Probably the craziest downside pegs of all time, right here.
And he's leaned into it too.
Yeah,
so sick to see brands
dude, he was
appreciating
on
this
top of that
riding.
thing. It was crazy,
right, dude.
Oh. Turn brain off. Do what you know you can do.
Yeah.
Full hollow head, dude.
Hollow head.
That's what they say that in moto a lot. Just full hollow head, dude.
Well, he is a hollow head then because he does some savage stuff.
Yeah.
What does he say in the cut video? He's like smoking beers and drinking blunts or something like that.
Oh my god,
dude's sick.
Whatever to do that, man.
He's like from a really small town too, yeah. Like,
I don't know.
It's like somebody was talking about. It's like from a really small town that's kind of like rough, really rough town too.
He lives with Dan Banks and in Glasgow, I believe, or like close to that park that Donachie rides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the bright one that looks just like majestic.
Yeah.
It's sick to see a dude with a lot of personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like back in the day we had like Leland Thurman and like guys like that. It's like cool to see like some loud personality where he's not afraid to just like be goofy and be himself.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
K-Rob Jr. off of Sabrosa and Shadow. He's moved out here. I'm not sure what happened there. I know Haro gave him a frame, but I don't know if it's anything official.
He is very good.
He is incredibly good. I mean, even this line at OB is like,
yo, dude.
Yeah, that's not a line that's done very much.
That's like him and Chris Fox are the only people that have jumped at.
So, shout out to K-Rob Jr.
Yeah,
I think he's in Riverside. But
so Haro gave him a bike.
Yeah, they gave him a bike. So, but stoked to be repping Haro from this point forward. Can't wait to see where things go. So, I think it's like. I reached out. It's like officially unofficial, like they hooked him up and see where it goes. Literally, like kind of what his caption said. So,
be sick to see him have a parts sponsor. Maybe I feel like he deserves some love from someone.
All right, this Unclicked podcast is brought to you by Source BMX. We're very grateful to have them as a sponsor for the podcast, and couldn't work any more organically.
Yeah. Huge shout out to Source. Been a supporter of RBMX from the beginning, supporter of the podcast this year. They did kick off one of these new programs called Source Rewards. This is a brand new program that they have.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You get money back for spending money.
Basically, and not even that. So you get points when you join, you get points when you spend money, of course, but you also get points for signing for the mailing list. You get points for your birthday.
Leave a review.
Yeah.
Easy points all over. Make a purchase. Refer friends. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Look at all that stuff.
So
genius. The Source guys are geniuses. They
Yeah.
make it better and better to buy from them.
Yeah. And then so you can, this is how you spend those points. You can get hats, badges,
what?
socks. I got to tell you, those socks are the ones
Those are
right there.
good.
They do somehow work. They are good socks. The Oxygen Thief Repair.
I love it. They have everything on here, all the products, and now
Yeah.
they have basically like a frequent flyer miles thing.
It is
But
like that.
It's like that, but
Yeah.
for buying BMX shit.
Yep. So shout out to Source.
Wow, it's just like a frequent. You get the bronze,
really is.
silver, gold package. Look at that.
Thank you to Source for all they do. We appreciate you guys, and back to the podcast.
Thank you, Source.
Dude, we're so good at this. That's it for news. So events that happened. We have PawnFest, which is first. I hope I did download this. I did. Look how smart I am.
Welcome to Kareem's Fest. This ain't Pond Fest, it's Kareem's Fest. Momo ain't got nothing on me. Let's go.
Kareem and his teeth.
Yeah.
Damn.
Legend.
Look at those things, dude. Look how good he looks.
He looks great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kareem, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It seems like the trails got a lot bigger, like the amount of work that they've been putting in. So this is just a little like minute recap that Stu sent over just because nothing's out yet. And then I have a little description, but
It looks so fun.
Yeah, it
Dude,
seemed like
yeah.
a good time.
Dial.
Did Billy go? I think Brownie Man went.
Yeah, Brownie Man and,
And
a
then
few other people.
yeah, Bonica,
We just stayed with him last
yeah.
night. Yeah, he said he was there.
Oh.
Yo, dude.
Oh, there he
Hugger
is.
just-
I didn't even realize I was Hugger.
We were talking about Hooker
We
earlier
were talking
today.
about Hugger earlier, yeah. Some off the air type of material, but
Do it. Say it.
It's just
No,
him
just-
juicing. Like I went on a trip with him, like a shop stop tour, and he was like juicing at the time, and he was just like typical
yeah.
Hooker.
Yeah.
I was talking about a story where he was on GoPro.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was in a group text with all of us and like some GoPro execs. And he didn't realize, like he put the GoPro in the toilet when he was using the bathroom, and then put the video of it in the group text, and didn't realize that like all these GoPro people were in the group text too. And he's just like, "Oh, whoa, my bad."
And Joey was the
Yeah,
one
dude,
that
just-
called it out. Just
It's
Yeah.
her drop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
classic Hugger
Yeah.
stuff.
You, Mike, you have the VP of GoPro in this.
Like, look what I did with your camera.
Oh my God.
We might have to cut that out.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Definitely
All right.
not cutting
No, that
that
was
out.
good.
Love you, Hugger.
That was
Yeah, he's got to, now that he's, moved on to, he doesn't have the PR role and have to keep up that. We need to get the,
Yeah.
True.
the Unleashed Hucker
The funny
podcast, not the
stories.
not the
Ooh,
PR,
Not the tame, not the tame one.
yeah, not the PR trained Hucker. So
You gotta get Hooker and Joey on podcast together.
that would be good.
That'd be fucking funny.
So this is so that was McMurray's band playing Pennywise right there. So they had McMurray's band doing some covers, and then this is like the premiere of like a full length Aussie Rules. There you go. Never mind. Just a trip with the whole like Dirt Squad, like Clint and the Hallahan brothers and all that stuff. So that's like a full length video that should be coming out pretty soon too. Something to look forward to.
Dude, Clint is still killing it
Yeah.
so hard. It's like he's just the same dude. Hasn't
He
stopped.
kills
or
it. What's his
slowed
name?
down.
Johnny. I always mix people's Instagram name up. So
REA.
REA,
Boss.
yeah.
Yo.
Yes.
Gemma.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
So savage.
Gemma.
Oh yeah. So that's
Dope.
shout out to
Nice.
Stu and Muller for putting that together, or Muller for making Stu put that together. Probably the best way to say that. And then now she wants out. Release. Yeah, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. yeah, 1 hour video of the S&M team shredding Australia with Clint, REA, Nathan Hallahan, Joe Simpson, Termite, and Jimma. So Gade Monster Cash Up. I think most people saw the Instagram stuff from here. I mean, it's pretty long, but the rail session was
Chill flat rail spot.
was just that.
Chill flat rail spot.
So this happened so early on, and obviously, like, Killian's done that before.
Yeah.
So
Can do it again.
Yeah, dude.
I guess.
Yo,
He's just not scared, bro.
No,
he
he's
just do
really
it.
not.
Dude, Killian's like one of the most
Dial,
exciting
dude.
people to watch
Yeah.
right now. Also, Joe Jarvis, dude.
Yeah.
Joe Jarvis
Yeah.
murdered this. The hang 5 to whiplash down the 4
Yeah,
block.
that was
insane.
Insane. It's probably the biggest one anyone's ever done.
I would assume
If
so,
you think about
yeah.
it, I've never seen anything like that before.
Especially outside of a park, which I don't think, like people do them into like, a drop or something. But
I mean, I feel like maybe somebody did is it Machba?
yeah, like the 3 block.
I think somebody did that. It might have even been him. I don't know. It could be
Probably.
wrong.
Oh, like kind of grind aside, hop up, then hang 5,
Yeah,
whiplash off the.
it might have even been him, but yeah, just a wild thing to do down a 4 block.
Maybe it was him. Huh?
I think it was him.
I think it was him. Yeah. So yeah, Marius did the same grind that Dak did, which is cool. And then and he was like not even looking at it. He like felt peer pressured into it. I think more than anything else.
He do so much savage stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
what is he? X up grinder right here.
Yeah.
Look at Mickey looking sick over there.
Jesus, that's
what is that, like a 23 stair or something? That thing's huge. Yo.
Jeez.
So Jarvis won the golden ticket. So each one of these jams, you get a ticket. The rider of the event gets the ticket to the next jam.
Sick.
So in San Diego,
sick.
So the next person gets a ticket to go to Australia, which is sick.
Okay.
So is she out now? Oh yeah, you can let her out. Oh,
this is so exciting.
Oh, the dog.
It's like a fun ass day, dude.
Yeah, so this is crazy day. So I have never been to Copenhagen before. The spots that they have are just
I heard they're really
incredible, dude. So
dude,
look how nice and everything looks over there too.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah.
To be fair though, it was the jam was supposed to happen on Saturday, and this is Friday because Saturday weather was shit. So so like one of those
and
ones.
like definitely at least they were jumping in the water.
Yeah. So cool day overall. The highlights from that are
definitely
in there.
watch that.
Yeah, and then Saturday was chill by comparison, but we had like I put a mic on Godwin and fucked around. So
I've seen that.
And then Urban Sessions. I do not know what this is. Oh, this is a German event. Did not expect that.
What happened?
Yo, he just bar manual front flip off the side of the.
Did you see the clip Augie Simoncini put on Instagram?
Oh
of him trying
my
the manual front flip? The Brooklyn Banks.
Oh,
and he was just like,
dude.
probably not my best idea. He just duds and just lands like straight on his back at the bottom.
Dude. Probably with the best case scenario, how he landed, just like flat on his back, just like on his butt. But still.
Yeah. Oh, I know. If he landed on his butt,
that dead feeling of
worse.
trying to like flip and it don't go around.
Yeah.
So that is an event. I'm gonna try and while you guys are, let's talk. I can't play Augie's video, but I was just gonna try and put that link for that event in the thing instead of the Instagram. So
Look him up.
Does he? Oh, maybe he didn't do one. All right, never mind. We're moving on. So shout out to Freedom Urban Sessions qualifier in Budapest that happened. We talked about that for the most part. The winners there were Anthony John, who seems relatively unstoppable. Marcus, who was actually completely unbeatable this weekend at X Games, and then Kieran Riley, and then on the women's side. Is Hannah, Paris, and what's it called? And I think Lara?
Where was it? Hannah rips. I mean, they all rip, but like impressive.
Yeah. And then I think we're between the Olympics thing and X Games. I'm gonna try and do maybe a podcast focused on that, but it depends if Dennis starts feeling better in the next day or two or not.
Mm-hmm.
So but
seems important to cover those.
Yeah. So X Games, literally, we don't even have all our X Games content out. So X Games was yesterday. So
yeah, we were sitting around trying to watch the street finals, and the actual broadcast of it, they just don't have the best trick portion of it in there.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it counts for the score. So it's probably people watch that and trying to get the live update. They're probably confused as to like why someone won versus what, because they didn't get to see the best trick.
Yeah. So I went on the YouTube as well because I was also a little confused, and I went looking for Jordan's trick because he dropped in, and they were kind of announcing things a little wonky, and like in my footage, my camera's pointing down, I am recording, and Daryl and I was talking about something random, and the crowd goes, yeah. And then he's like, and your first rider, Jordan Godwin. And he pulls his trick. And I missed it. So I went to get the broadcast footage, and they missed it too. Because they have the best trick. They have the top 3 runs from street, and they have the 2 best tricks, but they don't have Jordan's in there. So I think they missed it too.
In a live feed.
Yeah. It was in the live feed?
It was in a live feed.
I think, yes, because he did like crook up the rail.
I didn't even see
Switch
it.
Crook.
Yeah.
180 ice, cab.
Okay.
The up rail.
It wasn't a live feed. All right.
Well, then watch it live. You don't know what happened, which is a lot of people probably. So
yeah, it's like a 10-hour feed.
I definitely didn't watch it
too,
live.
right?
It was like, I guess it was already on something else, and you can scroll back.
Oh, you can scroll back.
You can scroll back and like watch what had already been.
Okay,
played,
so it does exist somewhere, but not on like their YouTube recap.
Right.
Okay, all right. So, but yeah, X Games was sick overall. I think the street stuff is like probably the most like the thing that people are up in arms about overall. But I think good for
Could
me.
use some work.
Do you guys feel that 50% of the score is? Do you think that's a good thing for it to be the best trick, or do you think best trick should be its own event, or do you think it should be less of a percent? Like,
it's a really hard question.
Any opinions?
I walked away thinking that if Garrett had a third run, he would have done what Garrett does and put it together and fucking won the whole thing.
He crushes under pressure.
Yeah,
he like does it to himself. It feels like.
Yeah,
and then he comes through.
That's what I walked away thinking, that like, the format is whatever, but like if Garrett had a third run, he would have won.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Outside of that,
did the skateboard street have it the same format?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's always compared to that because they're on the same playing field.
I wonder if they did the best trick the same day too.
I don't. I don't think they did.
It was immediately after, and they were running behind schedule all day. So I think that's why stuff. I mean, you could see in the footage, it's relatively dark. The sun was going down.
Yeah,
and
windy
and it was windy and cold, and so it was. Yeah, execution was just off.
What do you think?
They were thinking 3, 4, 5 attempts, and then it ended up being 2.
Yeah, so, I think 12 minutes is a kind of a pressure cooker for each, and especially if they're scoring it live. Like I think it would be cooler if the dudes had like 20 minutes to a half hour jam session style, because best trick is not the same as a run. It's like it's something difficult that's going to take a few tries. So if there's 8 riders or whatever, and 12 minutes to have a best trick session, then each riders really only get like 2 tries, and that's kind of like not fair. So that means they have to do something that they kind of already know how to do, which is like you're not going to get the best results out of that. If you're looking for best trick, you need to have
the next day.
Yeah, like it needs to be its own event, or at the very least, like the score. If you're going to do it that way, I don't think it should be 50% of your score.
Yeah,
that's how I feel personally. But I'm not in the contest world, so I don't know. But just from an outsider,
a spectator, it's like it's just as important. Yeah,
I just don't think it's like fair to the riders. It's like.
Yeah, and like it seems dangerous too. Like after that, it was like motor whip.
Yeah,
high air.
Yeah.
It's like in that wind too. Like
the wind. The wind was insane. I mean, my poor the footage. I was like trying to. It was unavoidable. It was so windy, and I can't believe the park dudes even really rode.
Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time. Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting format, I think. But it's like. I don't know. Like
I think the execution was off, so it's hard to like say it was good or bad.
Right.
Like I don't think it was like it wasn't like what X Games wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I think afterwards Van is the head judge, and I was like, I think you guys just need to judge it all afterwards. You can judge 8 tricks after the fact.
Right.
Like the live scoring thing definitely balls shit up. Like just let them go back to back to back to back.
The live scoring, like so.
Oh my god. Incoming cat.
Rue, you're a menace today.
The live scoring. So in the past, was it not live scoring? So when you're watching the show,
well, like for a run, they do it generally pretty quick. And then there's, I was maybe going to say it, but our gripe for a long time has been that the judges are in like a truck off-site or like a trailer off-site, so they're not actually like in a watching. So especially for like park stuff, it's hard to tell how high people are going because they're watching like the TV camera guys, and sometimes they zoom into
hype of the whole
and the
thing.
hype. Yeah,
and now it's like a Zoom. Like a lot of judges are over Zoom.
Yeah, and so now they're instead of, and X Games has made so much progress in different ways of like of improving the event, and then this has like been the one step backwards is that all the judging's done remotely.
I mean, I guess it's like kind of fixes like some bias issues maybe because you're just like people don't know who the judges are, so it's not like there's no like weird favoritism going on. Maybe I don't know. You know, like
I think it just removes them maybe a little bit too much. I think it affects it more in the park realm than necessarily the dirt stuff for sure, and then maybe the street. You know, like it's hard to tell. Like you know, like
be there to see like firsthand how, or maybe like if the judges walk the course and they're like, oh wow, that transfer is really crazy, but on TV it just looks like easy for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, the quarterbacks are probably
or the curve wall. You know, like the curve wall was not necessarily like built for a bike; it was too small, and so like that's why nobody really rode it. Like I think Boyd did curve wall bar, and it was like that was like squeezing the rock. So
right.
And how many judges? 3 judges.
3, yeah. And then Van is head judge, so I think he makes like if there's like a tiebreaker, which I think there was in one instant. I don't know how much like I'm supposed to put out there, you know. But it was a tiebreak. There was a tie, and then it ended up like sorting itself out naturally. So it like not even in street.
I guess the plus side to like the 50% is kind of like it could help some people in some situations, like if you don't have like a good score, and then you get like
you do the craziest thing.
Yeah. So it's like good and bad or good and tricky.
Well, even in my footage, like Jordan's saying like, yeah, normally I love the best trick. He's like, right now, I don't want one. You know, like because he was in first place. So it's definitely interesting. I think just if they got 5 tries and it was done in full execution of what they wanted, I think maybe people would like it more, but right now nobody likes it
because the nature of street, and especially technical street, is it's like, you know, the level of difficulty is very very high. So to only have like 2 tries at something, you're not going to get the best trick. You're just going to get something that guy can do. You know.
And then obviously like fucking what is happening with that fucking animal today? So what else was I gonna say? Nobody could pull anything. It was so funny. Like
Peraza
Jordan's
did it. So you know, like he did the peg 780 down whip.
Yeah, but like, no, I'm not saying in best trick in their runs. Everybody was falling apart at the end of the runs. Like Courage.
540.
The 5, you know, like
Felix the 5.
Can we just talk about how sick it is that Courage is finally in the States?
I know.
It is so
sick. Dude, he's been trying for so long.
So he said he has like a 4-year tourist visa. So he can come in. Obviously, hopefully he doesn't, you know, there's no issues going forward, but he does plan on coming back and,
let's
and all
get
that
a
stuff.
video
You can let her
part.
out now. It's just the fucking
Let's get a video part from Courage in the States, dude. It'd be so sick.
It would be sick.
Yeah, so like even Courage, you know, like everybody kind of just bobbled the end of the run or had a problem. So there was no real clean runs. Like even Boyd, I don't even think he put a foot down, but it was just like he got super squirrely like 3 times.
If Courage landed that 5
would have been
at
over.
the end, it would have been over. He nailed his run.
Yeah.
Besides that.
So yeah, I mean, you could see me struggle on this because the announcer's not calling the name and they're dropping in. It happens late, so
yeah,
Lewis killed it, and then it's just always just little.
I was really surprised, honestly, to not see Chad or Colin in here, especially given with Colin that the fakie hop that he did last year was, you know, heard around the world. Like, know, like my neighbor who doesn't know anything about BMX was like, "You see this guy?"
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know that guy."
Yeah,
it's crazy, but you know, when normal people see stuff, it's kind of like surprising that he didn't get an invite.
Yeah.
I always wondered too, because it's kind of like we know Colin personally, like we all know that he's like on that level of like being a contest rider. But I don't know who invite people, but I would think that if he won the street contest, then who would think he should be a part of the regular contest when it's like run based.
Yeah.
But like we know Colin, he can do all of it, right?
100%.
So,
yeah. And he did it, and he had that fall, but like he did put it together last year too. So we had this conversation quite a bit, especially on the Chad side of things, you know, and we talked to Colin. Colin was there, and and the conversation, the question you would always say is like, it's insane, is that there's 8 riders. Like, which one would you remove to add somebody else? And then the solution is that they need to invite more riders.
More riders.
That's all it is.
I was really happy last year to see Rakis in there. He's a threat, and I was kind of surprised to not see him back. So I don't know. Like, definitely.
Brett needs to be there.
Brett would be sick,
like
there's a list of 30 dudes that you'd be like, that would be epic. And then it's like, and I've always said, just like hold the qualifier, fucking don't let me film it. I'll fucking you can have the footage afterwards. You guys just put a little recap of 2 minutes, like, oh, we had a qualifier. These are the best 12 of the fucking 24 dudes. Like, no money, like
all these dudes.
I can already tell you that qualifier is going to upset a lot of situations.
Oh yeah, of course.
But it's just the reality of it. And I think like it probably would never be fair. Like in the eyes, if you're looking at it from like so many different perspectives, like who should be there, who shouldn't be there. It's like realistically, a lot of people should be there.
Of course,
but like, it will always be difficult to kind of narrow it down. So.
It'd be sick if there was a best trick event and none of the riders were like, the best trick event was none of the riders that were in the actual contest. So that it would open up like double the amount of street riders to be in there. And then that's like, because RingCon essentially was a best trick contest, you know, and that's more like the sort of the essence of what street riding is just doing like one crazy trick. So that would be cool to do that.
And I don't know if we've said it on the podcast or not, but I think the plan is they do want to do another one, but they tried to make it happen around this time and it didn't. So they're kind of thinking like, oh, it'll just be a way to like kind of extend X Games out to like have them at different
it going
times
throughout the year, like 6 months.
So they are planning to do it. So hopefully, you know, dudes like Colin and Chad and you know, the people that deserved an invite and, you know, didn't get one, get involved in that. So
they have that new X Games concept too with it.
That's something for news. And I was so busy at the time, I have no idea what that is. I forgot.
Knows some stuff about it.
No, I was like the post they made.
Did you shush him? Oh, that was about the trick. I was like, I thought you.
What is it?
I thought you.
I was like,
the 450 bar.
Chill.
Yeah.
That trick is insane.
Yeah.
Curious.
What do you know? What do you know about the X?
I just saw the post they made like on their Instagram about like they're gonna do more contests throughout the year, and they're gonna do like the winter one. They're gonna have like, I want to say skiers and snowboarders together in like a group. Then also they have BMXers and skaters together, so they would compete year round in multiple places.
Cool.
And their concept or the idea behind it is to like put more light on the extreme sport world and bring in more funds for those people that compete in those contests. So like trying to get in money more. Yeah. And so
I wonder
that's what they got on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean that's what it seemed like. I wonder what the reality of it is, like how many events and where they'll be and all that stuff, you know? So, but I think you could see X Games, like how they're going to other events and they're trying to not make it just this like 2 times a year type of thing. That,
they're trying to like sustain.
momentum. Almost like being like a, you know, Red Bull became like a media outlet.
Yeah.
And X Games is now like.
It's smart.
Yeah.
Well, none of these things really wouldn't exist without the people doing it, right? So I think it's like probably the best thing to do, where it seemed like it has been revamped. So the people that are running it now, it's like, I need to watch what everybody's doing, not just like skateboarders, but like everybody. So kind of like maybe not taking ideas, but like collaborating with other people with like trying to create those different maybe contests or small contests or contests in between these little different things. So.
So overall, a great weekend with all that stuff, but yeah,
pretty sure things are buff out, like in the sense of who's invited, who's not.
I think
keep that fire.
They'll buff.
The only answer is more. That's it. It just shouldn't be 8 dudes. That's all. Like it should be 12 at least.
Yeah,
at least.
12. I'd bring back real BMX too.
It'd be so much fun.
Is that what it was? Real.
Well, there's real MTB now.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of those parts were really sick.
Yeah. The dude that won Tom's with like the nollie backflip off the log.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
Dude, really sick.
Mountain bikers are
yeah,
a whole different world.
So,
yeah.
I think it should stay 8 riders though. What? He said it should back it up. I said we 8.
Back it up.
Why? Just like,
how come?
The way, like, it's not that deep, but it's like, regardless if it is 12 or if it's 8, it still kind of like always will be that somebody should be in there.
Of course,
so
yeah.
The people that get in, it's like and it always goes in waves.
Okay, open qualifier.
Open qualifier.
Open qualifier would be good. It would be great because it can like bring in even some like people that aren't even sponsored.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
But in dirt, there's I can't remember how many. Maybe there's 16 or something. There's 16 in dirt, and they run a qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
There's 12 in park.
Do they view street as just too niche?
I don't know.
Like,
I do not know. I do not know why there's only 8 dudes, but there's 8 last year as well. So
I mean, I feel like when I watched X Games when I was a kid, there was like 20 dudes.
There was a lot of people.
It was different.
If I would take a guess at like why there are 8 dudes, I would look at like the real BMX and the real street skateboarding. It was like compared. I guess whoever like was the overseer of who like created the contest or who chose the bike riders and the skaters. It were more skaters than were bike riders.
Yeah.
And with them being less bike riders, I mean there's probably was more like money for the winners or the people that are involved in it. That's just like my take on it. For the
reality is it probably comes down to dollars. Like the judging decision is made by dollars, and when we were talking about it, we're like, oh, probably per category being like BMX, moto, skate, they're probably saving $25,000 in the end.
Right.
Per one, by just not having the judges on. They don't have to have a fucking trailer for them. They don't have to have all the gear for them. They don't have to buy hotels and travel for them.
Right.
Like, they don't eat anything or drink anything or whatever.
That's
true.
So no per diem.
Until where there's plumbing issues.
There's 8,
plumbing
10,
issues.
or 12.
Stress on the septic tank in the bottom. Then I'm just
whether it's 8
toilet,
or 10 or 12 riders, it still should be like I feel like it makes it more exclusive.
Yeah,
I think this is coming from a child that wanted to be in X Games.
Yeah,
I think if I would have got there easy, it would have been kind of like not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't appreciate it as much.
Fair enough.
But that's why.
Yeah. All right. If we may do another podcast all about X Games and the Olympics.
No, let's finish it.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Imagine.
You can go on for so long.
You can,
we can run through dirt stuff or park stuff, that whole thing. So
I'll probably circle back around and be like, no, it should be 20 riders.
right at the end.
16.
Yeah.
16.
Events that are coming, there's a lot.
Women's had 8 riders.
Women had 8.
Park.
Yeah. And I mean,
do a shout out to them for like getting that, being in it now, right?
Yeah.
I
guess that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing.
First ever women's event at X Games. That's a huge, like seeing Corey Coffey and Nina. And it's like all the stuff that like the groundwork that they laid to, it's so sick to see it like come to fruition.
I feel like in the very beginning though, like because Nina was hurt and I think Corey is like not necessarily like competing anymore. I feel like they should have had the announcer down and had them on the box jump and say, hey, here's Nina, here's Corey, this is the woman, this is the woman the first ever do a first backflip ever. And then this is the woman that was the first professional woman BMX rider, and she's been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah.
And like they're gonna drop in right now, and I want to give you, show them some love and all that stuff, and then like the contest kicks off because it was
right.
I think it was hard for the people that don't know that like, hey, these are the pioneers and that's why they're here. And there was circumstances too because some women pulled out because of the Olympics. Somebody got
Nina's hurt.
Nene from Japan got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Angie's hurt.
Yeah, Angie's hurt. So like a lot of people couldn't ride. So there was circumstances why why Corey got in.
Right.
So it's like.
I had no idea that she even rode still, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
She's still involved in the Olympic stuff. She's in all those events and all, like not in it, but she goes and she loves it and all that stuff. But I think it was hard for people that were in the crowd. They're like,
they don't understand the weight of the situation.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
So I think that was, you know, and I think for the video too, when people click on it and Corey's the first one to ride, it's just like, they're like, what am I watching right now? You know? So
yeah,
exactly. I think it'd catch shape. It'd take shape in a few years, but like, it is
hindsight,
like,
hindsight
from
thing.
where it started, right? Because like, I remember vividly, like I think I was around Angie. We were riding one day, and it was like she was going through it with X Games. And I think we talked about it like not like on a, I want to say like a show before last, and they said to like not just Angie, but like X Games made a post about like it's not our job to grow women's BMX.
Yeah, they did.
And, like a lot of people took that as disrespect, but it's like no, that's the truth. Like anything that you're doing, it's like it's not somebody else's job to make you be better on your bike. But the girls went out, they got better. New girls are coming up, and now they proved it. And it's like, oh well, you're coming back. So
I think we're only about a year away from women being in there in street too. You know?
I
like
agree.
The girls
it's right there.
They're getting so good.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't mean disrespect because what like the top 6, 7, 8 girls were fucking killed it. Like, and I just felt like it didn't
need to be taken.
It didn't give Nina and Corey their dues either. Like to have them put them in a spotlight and be like, this is happening because of them.
I think
you know, for the first one.
Sure. I think everyone understands what you're trying to say.
So I always get nervous.
Maybe we should have them on.
I've tried, dude. So Paris is going to do the podcast after the Olympics. She wants to wait till after the Olympics.
Nice.
So, yeah. I mean, we've
Nina and
Nina would be amazing. Yeah, Nina would be amazing.
I think just a podcast with like just Corey or just Nina, like to hear their story. Like it's almost like a Bestwick type of thing where it's like you want to hear like where they came from and every you know how they got to where they're at.
Valid, 100% valid. So shout out to the ladies. The highlights are on the website.
You guys deserve it.
Yeah,
earned it.
And they were riding in the wind too. It was fucking just as windy for them. Like it was insane. So
the whole time I was watching this, and I was just thinking, like, dude, I probably wouldn't even like. You know, you watch this and you're just like, oh yeah, the skate park, whatever. When you're there, you're like, dude, that stuff is so huge.
Yeah,
and they're airing so high out of this in the wind, and it's like,
it was crazy too because the way the park was open, it was facing the wind, so it literally funneled in there as well. So it made it even more brutal than I think maybe
do something about that.
I think yeah.
So dialed.
Too funny. Oh, sorry. Text message from Albert.
Sick.
Okay. Events that are coming. Nigel Sylvester Go Ride. July 13th. Pretty crazy.
Co-hosting.
2 continents, 1 bike ride, 24 hours.
This is the second one, right? The one they did both in one day.
Did they do it?
Last year they did both in one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from London to New York in one day.
Crazy.
Co-hosted by Jaron and Billy. Shout out Jaron and Billy.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Did you guys see what Billy and Jaron are doing right now?
Yeah, dude.
We tried to add it, but we don't know. Like, there's no.
It was just all on stories.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't know the name of the
Camilla
pop star.
Cabello.
Yeah, she's. I mean, her stuff's all over the radio. If you don't know who she is, you've heard her songs. And she's got like 62 mil on Instagram. 62 million followers, and there's a mini ramp on stage.
Yeah, right.
And Billy and Jaron are like touring with this girl.
Yeah,
this is in Brazil. I think this is Rock in Rio, or this is Glastonbury. Okay. But they're riding a mini ramp on stage with her, and she's coming up to them like, "Hey, Jaron. Hey, Billy."
Yeah, it's so
like,
sick. They're just killing
full.
it.
Yeah, they're like basically like backup dancers, essentially. Like
really,
yeah. But it's putting BMX on this huge platform in front of millions and millions of people, and it's super sick to see like Billy and Jaron get that opportunity.
Yeah,
that's sick. I didn't. How many million?
62 mil. Go to her Instagram.
Dude, it's some crazy million.
It's nuts. Like, these dudes are putting on for BMX to like a whole different audience.
What's the name?
BMX is huge.
Yeah, dude.
Now I have to go back, huh?
It's like the next one.
Camilla
Cabello.
I don't think I could click it. So. Camilla.
Letters.
Well, there's
There you
just-
go. Yeah. Third one down.
Oh, right there.
60
62.5
or
or 65.2.
Shout out to
Nice.
dyslexia.
James,
She's got a fucking dog in a fucking ski mask for that's
Sick.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, but wild. I mean, that's. the
I love
amount
how
of-
there's people with 62 million followers that are just like
We have no
like,
idea who they are. Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's up.
yeah.
How does that come about?
Probably through their agents.
Yeah.
I'd
Could
take
be,
a guess.
yeah.
I mean, Billy's got like 500K
just DMs, really.
Yeah,
on
killing it.
Insta.
Yeah, and a
So-
million on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
so I mean, you have those kind of numbers, opportunities are gonna come your way.
that's sick.
This brings up a
Yeah.
good topic real quick. Like, I'm not going to go too deep, but I was talking to Diego.
69 in the
people.
contest.
I was talking to Diego yesterday about like Instagram and like video part stuff, and just about how important it is. Like, you don't have to be into it, but like, if you want some kind of growth, it won't hurt to just contribute like a little bit of this into like, well, like the Instagram stuff. How we're talking about literally like numbers on an Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, we just talked about it briefly about like how he came from where he came from to like where he's at, like why he chose to be in like Long Beach and all these different things. But we just talked briefly about like the Instagram and like the video part stuff and like trying to navigate it. But it's pretty cool to see it because like we don't know how that deal came about or that
Yeah,
situation for them came about. But
Yeah.
like we can look at their Instagram and it's like right in your face resume of why these people deserve to be involved in these
Yeah.
certain things. And some people can't see that because like they may not be that into those things. And one person is in front of me, Mike Mastroni, like a few years ago, he's giving me a tape shit about like filming Instagram clips. But to be fair, he's a purist. Like he cares about what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I think just like with the time shift, it's like there's a place for everything, but with it being so broad, it's almost impossible to avoid it.
Yeah.
And it just sucks you in. But
Well,
I mean, I have a similar story with Nigel.
you
Like
have to do it all.
yeah, you have to do it
You
all.
have to do
Yeah.
it all.
It's
That's
like
really-
covering the ground. Like that's why I learned like from like being around him. It's like, oh wait, like I can work really hard at this video part and
Yeah.
film this clip, but also this is just in
It's
between
just
time.
discipline.
Yeah.
Yo, Billy does that. He's
Yeah,
got
he
some
does.
heater video parts,
Uh-huh.
and he does the YouTube,
And he does that.
and he does Instagram,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he does like
YouTube, like everything.
riding through the city videos. Like he does everything, and it's
Yeah.
like look where that gets you.
there was a I went to Japan with Nigel for like a Gatorade thing, and there was 3 media outlets, like maybe Complex and something else, and me. And I remember I was talking to Nigel. And I was like, "Yo, fuck this shit. Let's go shoot some real photos." And I remember his reaction was kind of like lackluster, and I remember being a little like, oh, okay. And then, but I thought about it. I'm pretty sure like within the same period, like not like a year later or something, like was still on the trip. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Like it's not about that right now.
Mhm.
And it's not, and he can kind of have that balance and like, and focus on these larger media outlets because that's the direction he's going.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
him,
So,
that's what works for him.
Yeah.
Whereas another
So-
guy might be like, "That's lame. I'm gonna go do this."
Yeah,
over
exactly.
here." So it's
Yeah.
all
So
personal.
all options,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I just remember having that like core mentality, and I was
Yeah.
like not getting the reaction that I like kind of expected.
Castillo told me out of
so-
all people, I like told him the other day, like Castillo told me in like 2014, he's like, you should just start posting more on Instagram. I was like, why would I do that? I was like, why would
Castillo
I do that? He was like,
voice.
trust me. Just trust me. I was like, what do you mean trust you? Like, why would I do it? And he was
Yeah.
like, just post more, you get more traction.
Yeah.
And he was right. Like to a degree.
Got on
Like,
Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain people said, "Don't post on Instagram. We don't need that." Whatever. And then you did it anyway. You got on Adidas.
I will neither confirm nor deny
Well,
I ever said that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't have a Mastroni around every day to be like pointing a camera at you, so it's not.
You need
like-
that. You also need
like,
that balance.
Yeah,
too, you
like
know,
if I was
so,
with Mike
yeah.
every day, it's like I probably would be like jumping off of something right now. So I'm just taking time in with him right now. Like I don't care to film a clip. I just want to be around him. But no, if he's around and he got a camera, he's the man.
Yeah, let him
Yeah,
point it
Diego
at you.
feebled off a 2-story building
Yeah,
yesterday.
he did.
Dude, I had the pleasure of getting a clip with Mike Mastroni. Shit, dream come
That's what's
true.
up. What are you
Check
what are you
this.
filming for?
We're filming for deliverables.
Oh, okay.
The guys
This
in
is
the
more.
back right
This is
there.
more Justin's thing.
Yeah.
This is, I just happened to point a camera yesterday.
What's going on in your head,
Was
Justin?
Sick, man.
Justin don't hear us talking to him. Justin.
Yeah, he really was out. Yeah, he was
He's
in,
out.
he was in the
Serious
Instagram.
Yeah, he's on
He was
Instagram. The
signing up for
62 million.
OnlyFans over there.
No, he was asking Diego what was his clip for, like yesterday.
Yeah, so deliverables is like a video series, I guess. It'll be like rider sections with mix sections or trip sections or I don't know, kind of whatever. It's pretty loose, but
Right there.
And then this is it, yeah.
Diego and Riley Smith,
The Riley Smith one.
Milky, bunch of people.
And then obviously, I think maybe people that aren't in the video world, but deliverables is a clever name because that's when when you work for a company and that's what you have to deliver. Yeah. This is what you're delivering. I'm delivering the video. I'm delivering the social. I'm delivering the graphics, et cetera, exactly. The deliverables.
And this is purely your idea, right? This is yours.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Sequel of Keep It Down. Mm-hmm. Keep It Down too.
We plugged your video, the download last month, yeah?
I think it came out this month.
Did it?
Yeah, I think I posted this month.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep.
It's sick to get to work with people that actually care about making a good video. Because Keep It Down came about of just us wanted to record ourselves because I don't know, we didn't want to do this stuff for Instagram and just get forgotten about like the next day. We just wanted to be like
you can look back at it,
crew,
and
you know?
Yeah. It's a time period, like when you have that stuff, it's a window into your life at that time period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we can see it, this is 3 years of our lives. We can have it and like, dude, remember that session? And just like we see that video again, and it's just like, yeah, it's just so many sick ass random sessions that ended up with sick tricks and just like, and now to get to work with them, like just like Jesus, like they like he filmed the finer things, like with it, dude. It's just fucking so sick.
Diego, where are you originally from? For the people that don't know,
Ecuador. South America.
And where you live now?
Colombia. Long Beach, California.
And you made it happen.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, just
I listened to you talk on fucking Pocket Air.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Your story's crazy with the just like, I'm buying a camera. You know?
Yeah, man, he's
Oh, should I play this now?
If you want. It's what I showed at visuals. It's
Okay.
not gonna be
that
probably
is
shown
sick.
like on a link to the internet ever, but
Well, except for right now.
Ooh.
but you gotta go an hour into the podcast.
Never been
for it.
seen. Yeah, man.
So if I have to turn off the music for this, I am sorry, but I'm excited too.
Yeah,
So
dude,
Banthian's
put
been
so much work
stacking.
into this, like so clean work. Like every shot is just like he takes time to find the right angle, to find the right shot, and set it up, and like how he wants it, and it's like getting a trick. Like he tries and tries and tries until he nails the angle.
And you took a step back from filming for like a year or two, right?
Yeah, I stopped for a while.
Stopped filming, but he was still coming out on the Keep It Down sessions.
Yeah.
Like the whole time he was with us.
Yo, Zach kills it.
Dude,
Yeah, Diego's whole house is like all killed.
Yeah, I live with him.
Okay.
He was my first friend that I met when I moved here.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It was like, do you want to live in Long Beach? Yeah, let's do it.
Sick.
Got an apartment.
Is there a time frame where we can expect the first deliverable?
I'm hoping to put one out by the next Freestyle Theater, which I believe is September 15th or 16th.
Okay.
You have to check what you got.
Probably in line with the
I think
Yes Bikes Jam.
It's the day after the Bike Side Jam,
Okay.
potentially. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's one for events that are coming that I don't have on the list too.
dude,
So
that
yeah.
was
like milky,
crazy.
like
That was raining too.
coming
That
with the first
floor was
part.
wet, dude.
Say again,
It looks
Justin.
like Milky.
Okay.
Might have for a second.
Okay.
Drop.
Oh yeah. I really want to make it to one of those. It seems so cool.
Yeah, man.
Every time it's like I think the last one was like in between two trips, and I was like, dude, I cannot go.
I went to the last one. It was fun. It was like Scott does this fun thing where he like gets up on stage and he just starts saying lyrics from like famous BMX video parts, like Ruben's part or whatever, and then it's the first person to like guess the video part, and the song gets like a tube.
Oh, that's so sick.
It's funny.
Yeah,
so he's
dude,
just like
that's
chucking
so
tubes
sick.
into the audience.
That's
It's just
so
like
sick. Tubes are
like he
essential,
did
bro.
the Alex Harvey Hammer song from Garrett Reynolds,
Awesome.
always fiending, and just like just he does like obscure ones to try to trick you and stuff. It's fun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, or like he will like mix the letters of names of pros.
Oh
and
yeah.
be, like saying weird words, and he's like, "Oh, Albert." And so that's Gary Reynolds.
Yeah, they're fun. It's definitely like it's sick to see like people like Robbie's there, like
Spot.
Z, everybody like turns out
That's
for him.
amazing.
So
Justin,
they're-
you're so good at filming.
Yeah, you are.
You're so
They
good
al-
at
he's
this.
always been
Like,
amazing.
Yeah.
Clean work.
yeah, this is gonna be some quality video content right here.
Yeah, stoked.
Damn, Pat's so fucking good for a giant.
He is.
For a giant.
He is a giant.
Dude, he's so good, bro.
You have a 4.3 only for filming Pat.
Like that Hava is
Drop his head
huge,
is
but like he
impossible.
makes it look like fucking.
He needs a 4.4 frame.
right?
James.
He goes great on Instagram.
Yeah.
With the vertical frame.
Yeah.
Yo,
So good.
Justin,
The-
where's that rail?
the deliverables rail.
Yeah.
Dude, we have so many
Crazy.
clips at that rail.
Yo,
That was so
what?
wild.
Who was that? Was that
Milky.
That was Milky. God, I
Milky.
feel like Milky's like if I, was young and was really good at riding bikes, I would ride bikes like Milky. Like just his spot selection and
You
how he like
would
attacks
ride.
spots and stuff like that. That's like, that's like that is the shit that I really, really do like. Like his last video part, I watched it 5 times. I sweated it so bad.
He's really good with like bike control, tire placement, seeing little like humps and bumps to like but it's interesting because not everybody
This
can make
one.
that stuff look the way he like not everybody can make that look good. Like he's kind of tapped into a way of looking at things
Roll
that's
up.
very satisfying.
Oh yeah, Justin.
Yeah. You stretch today? You stretch today?
The clap.
You ever do this one? Do it.
Try it. It's good for you.
But you gotta extend all the way, hand
Yeah.
straight out. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Oh, you got me with that one.
It's a classic. It's a classic
Yeah, that's
demo.
awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Deliverables, baby.
Yep.
On the works.
And then Instagram, I think I already have it pulled up. I did have it up, yeah. So if you, just in case, right there, deliverables.proj.
That's your guy. Come get a clip.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't let me
So
forget
sick,
bike
dude.
side. I'm going to type it in just in case. So going down the list, we already mentioned it, but an elf full length video. When I saw this, I was like, caught me a bit off guard. Did not know this was coming. So Double or Nothing. And it's like, what was it? Dollar Short. What was it last time?
Dollar bet.
Dollar Bet. So
Yeah.
this
Dollar
is like
Bet,
the
yeah.
sequel to
Yeah.
Dollar Bet.
So
Dang, that's so
I
sick.
mean,
Yeah.
the flyer kind of says it all, featuring half of Salt Lake. Got Tinsley, Zach Heyman, Ashton, Kurt, Kobe Park, J-Boy, and Elf. And I haven't seen any footage for this really, but I can tell you that there's some fourth dimensional stuff going on
Yeah,
in here.
yeah.
Like there's a new something. All I'm going to say is that there's something new on someone's bike that's pretty groundbreaking as
the
far
fifth
as
peg.
Yes, the fifth peg, if
You know, like
will,
the
and
fifth
it's, and
element,
it's
but
not
it's
on the
just
bottom
the fifth
bracket.
peg. Yeah.
So there's some crazy stuff in here, I'm sure. And
I want to go to this so
he's
bad.
been working on this for probably close to 10 years.
Wow. Okay.
Of casually filming and probably taking it more serious or less serious at times or whatever. But he's always just getting out, and I would say it's probably mostly Salt Lake. I think he went overseas a little bit for it, but it's gonna it won't disappoint. I mean, Elf doesn't miss. So
He really doesn't. He
Yeah.
really doesn't.
Something about the like Salt Lake in general. Like the people that are from there, they just
Yeah.
do all like just the most creative ideas of like how
Yeah.
they ride a bike, and it's like it's everybody there.
Feeding off of each other for
Mhm.
sure.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, I feel like Elf's style is like timeless.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, and he's incredible on a bike as
Elf,
well. And
yeah,
like,
he's getting up there too, and he
Yeah.
takes care of himself. He works out. He's still filming legit street parts at like 44 or whatever he is. Like
Yeah.
he's
So sick.
so it's dope. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for this. I don't know if it's going online or you got to buy a DVD or what, but if you're around the Salt Lake area. It's premiering July 13th.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
come out.
And then same as Project, I think Project Spoke around the same time or same place. I don't know.
It might be the same night.
Same night. Cool.
Same night.
Yeah. So that'd be the
That's
Behringer
sick.
documentary there,
Yeah.
which is, I think that one would be the
Damn,
one
sounds
that
such a
most people
sick
would resonate
night.
with. And then BMX Day, overall, we still haven't posted the flyer for San Diego. But that is 7/20 for everybody in the world every year, International BMX Day. So we do have the Instagram account. I don't know why my internet is just straight lagging, but yeah. So there is a bunch of jams. We are doing the Cash Up here in San Diego. I wonder if I have like the graphic. But this Instagram account has pretty much a bunch of stuff that's happening that day all around the world. So,
yeah.
So the cut, in Barcelona, like all of, we try and, if you DM this account with your flyer, we try and hook it up and post it up there. And then I said last time that anybody to email me and I will send out a prize pack, and I have regretted it. But I got a lot. Yeah. So I'm like, I've sent it. Well, I mean, I just sent like some shirts and stickers, like whatever I got, but I'm like, holy shit, like a lot more than I expected.
Got Albert working overtime, packing orders.
No, I do it. I do it. It's in the garage. So it's just easier for me to do it. But, so there's that. And let me see if I can find the graphic for.
It's going to be Cannon's first job is packing stuff.
Right.
For our BMX.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we got there. So nothing fancy, but we haven't put the flyer out because we figured out locations. This is info, and the sponsors go there. So we don't have any of those, but haven't tried. So, but yeah, same thing as always. $5,000 cash. That is a guarantee. Working on maybe a video premiere. I don't know, but. And
What, you premiering a video?
No.
Yeah.
Not me.
Ryan, cut your part.
Yeah, right. I would leave.
BMX Day.
Yeah, right. Maybe. I mean, it's up to him. And then there's that, and then maybe something else too.
That video's never coming out, dude.
I got it.
It's done. Yeah, it's done. So
it's not on my phone though. It's on my computer.
That's what he says.
It's so funny because I don't know who it was. It was. I think Brad and Colin.
Yeah.
And we was in Austria like a few weeks ago, and they were like, "Is it really on your computer?" I was like, I can show you. I like pulled out my phone and I showed like the text between me and Christian, said like, "You didn't get it?" I was like, "No, it's not downloading." I was like, "I'm trying on my computer." Tried it on the computer, download. It's like, and I never used a computer.
They were talking about something else.
And then you airdropped it to yourself, and then you
no. I'll be more than down to show it, but I don't have it.
Looking forward to it though. But if it works out, cool. If not, it's obviously. I just think it being in San Diego, like it'll be cool.
Probably premiere it.
And we don't. I mean, personally, we brought it up on the podcast now, but I was thinking as a surprise, even potentially, like not telling anybody.
Is it another premiere? Like,
I think there could be another premiere.
If there's another one, then no.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like because I think they deserve to have that full floor, and I would want the same respect.
Yeah, I think it's a trip video though, so
same difference.
Yeah,
it's like,
well, let's
plus it's 7 years. Like, 7 years of like no deadlines, nothing crazy. It's just more so kind of like, oh, this is what we're gonna film today. So
yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah, and I had a few kids.
Nothing crazy.
I've seen some
7
stuff.
years.
Yeah,
I've seen
nothing crazy. Demarcus Paul.
I've seen just phone clips that you sent me like 5 years ago, even.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen some of it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Regal?
Yeah. Where?
It was 7 years ago.
Me, you, Biz, Calvin, Christian.
Oh, the white rail.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot about that. That's the only night clip we got that was like camera light, and Christian was like still down. It was like, ooh, okay. It was sick though. But
yeah,
it's a good video.
Yeah.
So whenever that video comes out,
you gotta throw down.
So everybody just disagreed with you. It's nothing special.
Nothing. We just went riding that day.
Yeah, we'll see.
Simple session, August 21st through the 25th. Like photo drawing of Garrett is
that
amazing.
Supposed to be Garrett? Yeah. It's left foot forward Garrett.
Yo.
That's some BMX nerd shit to call that out, right?
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yo, that video game that came out that we talked about last time I was here, some of the riders' stances were wrong.
Ooh.
I noticed that like right away.
Yeah. It's funny because I think that's a Danny Leone dude, and it looks like Garrett on the skateboard.
They got the front load
Oh,
right there.
dang, it does.
Yeah, front load. And then course preview, I think. It's it's very notable. The guys double the 50-50 stees on the rail is amazing.
Oh, just standing up.
Yeah. Renders of the course.
Sick.
It's like remember when planking was like a thing?
Yeah.
It's like a plank.
A vertical
50-50
plank?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's another like small, toned down simple session, and then the big story is that it's coming back like the full simple session.
I've never been
next
to
year.
one.
So
I heard they're pretty sick though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard they're like a crazy good time.
Yeah, we're trying to sort out going, but dude, that's a hectic time of the year. So,
Rumble in Richmond, yeah.
Yeah, Rumble in Richmond, they are switching it up. It's at this amazing looking park. So,
dang. It looks fun.
Yeah, Sandston, Virginia, near the Richmond Airport, August 31st. And then wanted to get this is a drop-in. I don't know if this is official. Yeah, this is a drop-in coffee mug. I always try and plug Crandall. I get the Crandall coffee, but I have like the actual subscription. Like,
nice.
I get like 3 bags a month of Crandall coffee, and it's like, like $45 or something. But I always like get a little note from Crandall, and I got the mug recently and stuff like that. And it's
He's
like
a real
it's so nice.
guy too,
it's like
so
Crandall. It's
yeah.
like Crandall's Patreon. I'm like a member of Crandall thing, but like I'm like subscribing to Crandall, and I get every month I get coffee for it or something like that. So. Yeah, and a note. Yeah, I always get a little.
Go back and watch the Crandall Unclicked podcast. Is really
exactly
good.
Yeah. So, shout out to Crandall, Drop in Coffee, Rad Share, all he does. I will try and
getting kids on bikes, dude.
Getting kids on bikes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a Drop in Coffee link. And then Battle of Hastings and Nora Cup. Nora Cup is officially the 8th of September. What is it? The 27,000th one. I also have a Nora Cup flyer that I haven't posted. Nora Cup, save the date. There you go.
Hell yeah.
So 28th annual Nora Cup Awards, September 8th, 2024 in Hastings, England, after the Battle of Hastings finals. So yeah.
So sick.
Yeah. There's, Justin's worked on some Nora Cups over the years. He knows that it's a little annoying.
Probably hectic as hell.
A lot of moving pieces. Too many things to remember.
Yeah. So it's always a little daunting, but yeah. So we're hopefully get my shit together and get everything done a little bit earlier than last year. Last year was hectic.
Let's go.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know. I need help with the video part list. The fucking thing. So no matter what I do, I can send it to 40 people, and then I send out the email, and then I get one email back like, you forgot my video part.
Oh no!
Fuck me. So it always happens. It's unavoidable. So
have you I'm pretty sure you've done it. Well,
now I think last year was the first year that I switched to like a Google Doc. Like, hey, here's the first time. Here's the video part list.
Open like some forum on the Our BMX site, where if you drop the video part and you feel that you should be
in the list
or on contention, you have the ability to nominate it, or just to put it on
the list. Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah. I mean, that could be good. At least put it out there, but it's hard because I try and do most of the legwork. And then it's always, seems like there's always some kerfuffle or something slips through, so it takes a long time, like going through every single post on Dig, every single post on our BMX, every single post on BMX Union, and
Vital Boost.
Yeah, like Fat BMX, like Freedom, all that stuff.
Video channels and
and so it's hard. And literally going on the Dig channel and then going through and being like, all right, this one, I remember this one is good, or this one has more views than the other one, so this one must be pretty good at least. And you watch it, and you're like, does it belong?
Too, right?
And like, you know,
it has changed over the years too, right? Like how the format goes, where it's like it probably was a little bit easier to narrow down those videos. Video parts.
Yeah,
like it was. Yeah. Now most things are online, so it probably is so hard.
It's just scattered. Yeah, it's way more scattered than it used to be. So the full length stuff is always a little bit easier, but I feel bad just like, you know, I'll just include any full length, anyone, because there's not that many. So at least you're on the list, so it's comprehensive. That's the most important thing about Nora Cup, is making it as comprehensive and like so people can't object or think it's not fair or anything like that. And that's because that's the most important thing, is that it is real. So, but
it's hard because it's like you want to include everything, but then at the same time, like the best stuff kind of just is going to naturally rise to the top.
Of course. Of course.
It sounds shitty to say, but it's like if you forgot it, it's probably for a reason, because it's just maybe not going to win anyway. So
and generally it's when somebody's reminding or telling me that I forgot something, and somebody that's like directly involved with the project and they made it or they're part of it or something like that. And then, you know, it's not like it really, you know,
I use it like whenever I get the email, I use it as like a thing to just be like, oh, look at all this stuff that came out this year. This is all the best stuff, because I always make sure to like or add something to a YouTube playlist or something like that. And it's like if I forgot something, I can like go back to that list.
It is a crazy list.
I think video again, you know.
Did I put it out last year? I tried to like put it out, I think, or I thought about putting it out. Like, but then there was like some hidden links and or something. But yeah, it like put it out just so people could nerd out on it and be like, hey, here's the list of everything that came out. Of note in the last year.
That's sick. And that'd be a good way for people who are getting into BMX, maybe who are trying to learn about it and trying to like do their research and stuff. Like they can go back and be like, okay, this is like an encyclopedia of the notables from this year, and they can catch themselves up.
I probably have you know what's crazy is I have like the last 10 years of that.
Yeah,
it's insane. I don't know if all the links are good anymore, but yeah, it's pretty nuts. Yeah,
a book,
yeah.
That'd be dope.
Click the link in the book.
Click the link in the
book. But yeah, so Nora Cup, and then obviously Battle of Hastings. I've heard rumors that things are getting switched up and all that stuff, and some good stuff that they have planned. So I don't know when they're doing the team announcements, but I would assume that's coming up quick too. And then Dawn of the Streets was September 21st, but we were talking about it the other day and we realized that
October 12th.
That did it move?
Yeah.
Okay, it moved dates, but he doesn't have a post about it on his.
Yeah, in his Instagram, the description says October 12th now.
Oh, okay.
So my friend Tom was trying to book that ticket for come over here from Germany, and we went to the Instagram and it was different. In Dawn of the Streets Instagram.
Oh, Dawn of the Streets Instagram.
Yeah. That one. October 16th.
The final Dawn.
Fair. Thank you, Diego. Because I thought, I was like,
my friend was going to book a ticket from Germany, and it's just like, dude, they moved the day.
Yeah.
Can't book it yet.
Okay.
Sick.
So Annie says grand prize of $10,000. So
that's insane, dude.
That's sick to have one person get 10 grand.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
For riding the streets, dude.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
All right. Well, maybe I'll have to make it to that because it's in October now. Because I couldn't, the 21st date, I was like, I cannot do it. So,
yeah.
All right. Dawn of the Streets, 10/29. I'm switching that. Or no, 10.
Spots are going to be wild.
Yeah, 10/19, right?
Wait.
Yeah, 10/19. Cool. Shout out to Austin Augie for doing that.
Yeah,
shout out to Austin.
Is it still like invite only, or like it's not open, right? Like
I hope it's invite only.
I think he's inviting people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if it's not, because what happened like the other year?
I don't know.
Dude almost died. Kid that shouldn't have been riding. It was like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not that it shouldn't be riding, but it's like kind of
just out of reach.
Just out of reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like every spot, a kid got hurt, so we just move on to the next spot.
Yeah. Fuck.
It was like 4 spots.
Shit. It was
Yeah. That's speaking of this, the BMX day spots this year not as scary as last year. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, more stuff to ride. More stuff to ride.
I think so. I mean, it's
Last year wasn't like over the top.
No, but it's just that like
yeah,
rails.
Yeah, it was the big ledge, and then it was rails, and then the gap
ramp to the wall.
the kicker ramp to the wall.
Oh,
Yeah. So
It was fun.
Yeah, it's so funny. We went by I knew there was construction in that lot, and I was like, oh, I wonder if the bank is still there, and it's a fucking 30-foot hole in the ground.
Oh, so the bank isn't there anymore.
Yeah, it's
that
cool.
wall you guys put up stayed there for at least like 5 months.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Now, yeah.
So, but yeah, more mellow. So come ride, hang out. Like, who knows?
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, and then I think we're probably going to try and do like 500. Take the $5,000 and do like $500 a spot, and then give like $1,000 to a couple riders at the end of the day that killed it all day.
Nice.
So
Sick.
yeah, so I think that's the plan right now. So that's where the info goes.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then Red Share Dawn on the Streets is in, and then I saw this from Baboon Narbecue, The Last Straw.
That's
October 12th, 24. So that jam looked insane last year, kind of like Swamp Fest, mini Swamp Fest, Jersey Swamp Fest or something. So
dude just down there in the cut, laying on his back, getting the photo.
Yeah,
getting the clip.
Yeah.
So sick.
So that's October 12th, and then Bike Side. Let me get this.
Yo, the homies.
Or is it probably Yes Bikes? I don't know if
DIY.
This is Trevor's thing.
Yep. Did he have the flyer out there
I
in
don't
the
think
world?
it's out yet.
Yeah.
But it's September 14.
September 14th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess here's Gary riding it last week. Milky.
Or September 7th. One of those two.
I think it's the 14th.
Yeah.
So looks amazing.
Yeah. They're building a new ledge. They're building new shit.
That's sick.
Dirt jumps are gonna be probably going, maybe. Sure.
Is it really? It's flooded for
It
6
was-
months of the year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They just finished cleaning it up.
Oh, yeah.
Gary did a lot of work to get a session. I heard.
Gary did.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So that's the 14th in the Long Beach area.
I mean, just respect the spot, man. Don't trash shit and
People in
come
respect.
help build. Just have fun. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I haven't gone there.
It is so fun to like go with your homie there. Just enjoy the thing.
This is Albert's guy right here.
Yeah,
we definitely put this on here.
Yeah.
This video's
So I was gone for 3 weeks out of a month this year, so I did not get to watch videos besides the mixtape. So is there a time code, or should I go to the end, or do you?
The whole thing is interesting for sure. It's definitely like it's stuff. I don't know. You should just watch it. Maybe just,
I mean, I know Declan's riding;
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the second part of the video maybe.
there's some stuff in here where there's no handlebars. It's just stem.
I did see that on Instagram. Yeah.
I mean, shout out to this dude for thinking outside the box and just like, just doing whatever speaks to him.
Yeah.
I'll click around a little bit, but let's cruise through just so it's like not too much.
He's rolling on the ground at some point in that line, the one you just skipped.
Really?
Yeah, it might be worth watching. Yeah, let it go from here.
Oh, it actually what?
It's interesting. Just think like how you think of this, like what he's about to do.
Yeah.
So he's got some snow. Obviously, it looks cold. It looks like one of those cold early spring days.
Oh yeah.
Oh, take it.
But then it's like that's like he's.
I mean, he's incredibly talented. Yeah.
Downside hand plant.
That's on it. Yeah.
He's an ideas man.
Yeah.
Yo.
There was an Instagram thing that it was him doing some fucking incredible, unexpected combo on just like a curb cut or something like that, and I just captioned it like
There it is.
Declan with a Smith nose bar. And the comments are just like
gnarly.
There's
Dude.
okay, like that clip where he does something in the pool, or sorry, the bowl, and then just like he puts his pedal on the ground and it sparks.
Yeah.
It's like it's not gonna do that on its own. So he's probably got to put some flint on his pedal or something like that to make it happen. So there's levels to this stuff where it's like if you really think about what he's doing, it's like premeditated and it's cool. It's like that is
with
That
the
was so
pedals.
good.
that's the ender.
Holy
Wow.
shit, that was amazing.
Dude. That was
Perfect.
clean.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That was clean.
That was wild, yeah.
Declan is also a sick artist. Like he's a painter and does a lot of like he's a really creative sick dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. Riding.
Richmond's finest.
I did watch your video part.
You did?
I did.
Thank you.
I did.
You didn't go to the premiere though.
I did not go to the premiere.
There wasn't a premiere. There was just
There
Scott.
Is there a couple clips that you'd want to talk about?
I don't know.
Let's see if I can.
I got you. We don't even have to talk about particular clips, but we can talk about like the detail to all the B-roll. Like there's more to it than what an average person would notice.
Yeah.
And if you look closely, you'll see that there's like, even for like the last tire ride, like the flip over, you got the skull with the bone and all that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's but it's like the road, the zigzag road. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of thought put into some stuff, I guess. Like the 16 mil is definitely, I try to like have it be somewhat related to whatever clip is coming before or after that. And I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this was like a 2-year project for me. I broke my wrist twice filming for this, so it really is probably only about 14 months of footage because I was injured for a lot of it. Yeah, mostly Salt Lake, like a lot of trips, Austin. I have some like my enders, like a Connecticut clip that was Barstow. So just kind of got around a little bit more than maybe the last part.
This is
rolling ball, roll on tires. Yeah.
Yeah. Like went like, got like a 4K 60 camcorder and upgraded from like Super 8 to 16 mil. So that we could talk about this clip maybe. I found that spot using an Oculus 3D like goggles, so you can basically just like. So I just like went. I knew I was going to Richmond.
I'm pausing so we can get this full Oculus.
Okay, all right. You guys know what an Oculus is,
like
right?
a Facebook virtual reality.
Yeah, virtual reality.
Yeah.
It's like, well, essentially you can just use it to go on Google Street View the same way you would go on your computer or whatever, but except it feels like you're there. So you can sit around in your bed. Like it was winter time. I knew we were doing this Richmond trip in a couple months, and so I just I would just go on the map. You can go to, I forget what the app's called on the Oculus, but it's basically the same. It uses like the Google car essentially. So anywhere the Google car goes, you can just kind of sit there and you have your left controller and your right controller, and you can just kind of click around, and anywhere that the car goes, you can just like look to your left and you're like, oh, spot.
Like you
look. So it's So anyway, so it's the stuff's kind of pixelated. It's not always the best, but you can use the satellite, you can use the car, and I found that I've been looking for a curve wall gap to wall for a long time. It's a really hard setup to find, if you think about it. And I found that. And another thing I did in Richmond, I found with the Oculus. So I probably wouldn't have gotten any clips on that trip if it wasn't for like studying beforehand and getting the Oculus, because I'm really particular about what I like to ride,
Yeah.
So like, handrail, like I'm not going to just go do some shit down a handrail. It's like, I can't get brought to stuff.
Yeah.
I need to like find my own shit. You know what I mean? So, that one was, I found that fully on the goggles, got there. Perfect. The runway was a little short, so it was really hard to get to that wall, but
that's amazing.
Dude.
And then this is a Connecticut clip, self-filmed it. And
do you have like a discount code for Oculus goggles, by the way? Because I feel like people are sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That was gnarly because I did
it on
the
graphics studio.
I did it. Yeah, did the graphics, but I did that tire ride like maybe within like 15, 20 tries, and I was like at square rail. So I was just like, oh, I'll get an angle here. I'll get an angle here. And then died. Like that's what that fall was.
Yeah.
And I got out of it pretty easy, and then got COVID the next day. So it was just like the worst. The worst.
Was it
drive
at
home.
the bottom of the stairs? That's where you got it?
No, my girl came to visit me, and she like got on the plane to leave, and she was like, I just tested positive for COVID. So while I was doing that tire ride, I knew I had COVID. It just didn't like hit yet.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta just get something while I'm here, that type of thing.
And then you have the Chemex tattoo. I see the Chemex and I see the Chemex.
Yeah, my girl and I got some matching little tattoos.
Also, do you mind telling people what the title of this video is and what it means?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so telomere is like we all have telomeres there. It refers to like what's on the end of your chromosomes. And as we're sitting here and living our lives, it's basically like an age and health sort of reference. So as in a nutshell, like as you age and as you get more unhealthy or sedentary or whatever, your telomeres become shorter and shorter and shorter until you die ultimately. So the health community, there's a lot of buzz about telomeres right now and how to like sustain and or lengthen your telomeres basically. So in a sense for me, like I just kind of thought the word sounded cool, and it's like something that I think people are going to be kind of obsessed with in the coming years for sure. But it's
SEO.
What's that?
SEO.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, a video part.
Justin didn't hear that. That was for Justin. That was
I think a video part in a nutshell, though, is kind of like something that's like, it gives you purpose. It gives you youth. It like gives you a reason to like keep pushing and stay healthy and all this stuff. And it's like, for me, like this whole video part is like, not that I ever had a drinking problem or anything, but it's like a fully been, sober for the whole time. Like I don't, stop drinking beer, and it's like started living a much more healthy lifestyle and stuff, like just to keep doing this stuff, so the name for that, or for me, is kind of like all encompassing with that stuff. So
crazy. Yeah, that is, I mean, just like the B-roll aspect, how it all ties together is amazing. And it's always been like that, headlights the whole way through, like the visuals and everything, I'm sure there's several other projects, but I
show all of his videos, like even from the past, like my girl, all my kids, and it's like, you can watch it from beginning to end, because you're like, you can tell there's a lot of time and effort put into it, as well as thought. And a lot of the times, even for myself, I didn't trust him with certain music, but that was just like my ignorance to like music and how it works with footage. And it was like, he always, from like ever since I've known it, had that vision. It's like, oh, I see where you went with that one.
Yeah. But when you look back, you're like, damn, he was really right.
He's right. Yeah. And it's proof. It's like,
yeah, thank you. I don't know. And I'm really stoked to give Sunday something too. I mean, they've been hooking me up with bikes for like 3-4 years now almost. And this is like, I just was really stoked because my last one was for Dig. So I'm really stoked to just like, have a video part be out through them on their channel.
Yeah.
And,
nice.
So that's
pretty
much that.
Yeah. Amazing.
Thank you.
I'm going to use the restroom real quick. This clip, obviously insane. I saw it on Instagram, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it.
Oh, nice spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep it quick, but what I should say is these are all videos that we thought were really, really good this month. So even if we don't necessarily focus on it too much, you go to the link in the description and get caught up on what you should watch for the month.
Imagine riding that spot. Dude.
Yeah, that's so amazing. With the swoop down too. And then there's where is it? That clip of that dude riding those giant vert wall things.
Oh,
I think Dig had it on their Instagram for the promo.
Spot.
This thing.
Oh, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
He almost got bodied, bro.
Dude.
No, did you see the fall?
I think it's got to be right here. Yeah.
Best case scenario, right?
Dude.
Yeah.
The filmer is just like, what?
So
I'm so glad his tire landed back on the quarter. Like,
dude,
I mean, is that a street open loop?
I was actually just thinking that somebody could do, like Morgan or something like that could go there and.
I mean, that looks like a street open loop, right? Potentially.
Yeah, dude, I could see
I mean, that one looks brutal, actually.
Doesn't have any like of
So
those
steep.
pull back.
Yeah.
Corey Walsh could do it.
But I mean, neither did Pat's at his house didn't have it either.
Valid,
so, I mean, but that transition looks pretty brutal.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But not impossible. I mean, it's hard to tell with fisheye stuff too.
So he went pretty high on that, and it's like if you pull it back and like,
if it was see how the face of it has more transition. Than the back
I feel like maybe it may more work going the one that he shot off of. Do that one to the mellow one.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So but their reaction. So yeah, that video is 8 minutes long. So definitely give it a watch. Chad Curtis Colt.
Yeah, he is.
He always kills it. I'll go about back half. Chardmander? Is that what his Insta is?
From like Reno or something, right? Yeah.
He lives does he live in like the Vans Bicycle Center area? So I want to say he was at like a shop stop one time we were there. But Schrader.
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm. He kills it.
Yeah.
got Bay filming.
Like, we'll go to the beach after. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the ET.
Tree sicky.
Oh, Mikey. Mikey filming.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll hopefully save the banger. And then Unity Ride Shop. David Anderson. This dude's been around for a while.
Oh, he did the double. He opposite Barrio Toro.
Did he?
No.
Yeah.
The guy that another guy in the video, but David Anderson's like they're boys though. But he's really good on the front wheel.
No, him.
Yeah,
he opposite Bar.
Oh, he opposite. Yeah. So Unity Ride Shops in Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Whoa.
That's the upper L. What's his name? Did
Josh DeRoos to Wall?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to say
Fakes Wall.
Didn't Garrett do it?
Dude, are those like
to Wall?
Did Odyssey re-release the Seafoam colorway?
Those rims?
Yeah.
He probably just came up on them. They're probably old.
They probably they had it in the shop maybe.
That's a classic colorway right there. What?
Yo,
that's so sick.
Oh, I thought it was going the whole way. It's still sick, but
yeah.
The roll on tires.
There's a pole at the end.
Yeah,
it's pretty gnarly.
Still cool.
Open.
So
still
open.
Oh,
6 minutes. So
does that pin?
Damn.
I know a guy that tried to get me to do that to you.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, Diego. Oh man.
We're just joking.
Davey had some
back at it again, dude. He's so crazy good.
Yeah. We showed him some love last month too, but just like his recap, just him just fucking killing it. It looks like solo most of the time.
Like the stuff he can just do.
Dude. Yeah.
So shout out to Davey.
Control.
June
dude.
biking. Jawline. Sorry. Looks like something. Going back half on everything. Ripping. Being chased by a drone.
Oh, man.
That's somebody's yard.
Where is this?
Looks like San Diego. No, I'm just joking.
Place looks sick, though.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Yeah, it's just like a BMX playground.
Yeah. Imagine having that. So I'm going to cut it there, but looks amazing. I do want to finish it. Malice full length.
Ooh.
Is there a standout part in this? This is one that I didn't. Riley, is that
That's
at the end?
A lot of Salt Lake footy in this one.
Probably. Oh yeah, who's that?
Chris BMX.
Yep. Chris Kerrigan.
Sheesh.
That skater, David Gonzalez, like ollied that thing forever ago. Oh, wait,
Okay.
no, it's a different one.
What, the mani pad?
The
roller
bump to bump thing, the roller.
So Malice is Phil's. Is it Phil only?
I think it's Phil brought post OSS.
Yeah. Is it? So, I know he had the Canode Nose podcast. I haven't had that chance.
Phil doing all the heavy lifting and the brain work and the art and all that.
Okay.
I think Grant is filming.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Cool. Yeah. And some of this stuff was left over from OSS, but then a lot of it's new too, right?
I think it's mostly leftovers.
Oh, okay.
We made that spot, that reel.
Sick.
We cut a full size reel down.
Oh, rail garden right here.
I
Yeah.
think this is from their Salt Lake trip.
Okay.
And some local stuff as well. That was all going towards the OSS video. That was to follow.
A lot of memories in rail garden.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Supposed to have a web video.
All right. And then obviously, if you're curious about all this stuff, it's probably in the Canode Nose podcast that Phil did recently.
Yeah.
But like I said, busy month for me. Didn't get to.
That the Tate spot
with my own recap too.
What do you call it? UFO experience.
Yeah, Tate saw a UFO there one time.
Yeah.
Legend. Dude.
He did.
He did. Yeah, it's crazy.
He did. You can see it in the sky. It's not a mosquito or anything.
I want to ask, but I'm not going.
There's a slow-mo clip of Tate falling at that spot, and it's like so slow motion, but then you see this thing in the sky just like lightning speed, but the clip is in slow-mo, so you're like, okay, how fast was that thing actually going? And we think it's like a mosquito or something, but Tate is convinced it's a UFO. I hope this is sick. Like, I hope Phil keeps going. He's making products. He's focusing more on, because I feel like everybody wants to start a company and be like, oh, like, what's the first thing you make when you're a clothing company? Like, shirt. You know, like, he's doing a little bit of that, but he's focusing more on like accessories. Like, he made a skate deck with Grant C.
Mm-hmm.
He made I don't know, like fingerboards and just stuff like that. Like, he's kind of just going a little bit like less conventional route. And it's cooler because it's like products that people don't have. Like, everybody's got 1,000 t-shirts, so it's like, why would I want another t-shirt unless it's really dope, you know? So he's offering kind of like a different product, which is cool.
Riley's one of those guys that will not quit for a trick.
Yeah,
he will go for
Energizer Bunny. Yeah.
It's impressive and motivating.
Nice. And he doesn't get angry either. He's like calm and collected.
Literally.
Yeah, he's like very measured in all of his approaches.
Yeah, like after 2 hours, he will like get a little bit heated, but understandable. Like, it's too so much. I will not be able to. I don't have that much patience on trick.
That Gap to Smith he does, that's the cover of the thing. Biz tried that like 10 years ago and died.
I remember that. Yeah.
Biz landed.
Yeah, Riley did, not Biz.
So this is pretty much a trip video, but the dude's just stacked this
essentially
much.
Yeah, they got crazy. A lot of stuff in Salt Lake.
Look at that fucking
That's a setup where it's like we ride that.
That was amazing.
It's like you wouldn't even look at that as a spot. That rail's so high and janky that you'd just be like, nah, that's not possible.
Wow.
Yeah, Riley's good.
He was injured for a good while too, right? Yeah.
From the head thing and
he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filming Troy in Long Beach, and like that video should be wrapped soon.
Well, let's run through the Malice site to show them some love, some different stuff. So I don't know if we can click through, but yeah, that's Grant's camera, right? So that's the deck you were talking about.
Yep, got some socks, some air fresheners, fingerboards.
Hell yeah.
Sunny.
This is cool too. I did see this. The Soul Snatcher.
Just some slightly different ideas.
Yeah.
It's cool. Just a different.
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, it kind of going along with what you were saying, just like something that stands out and makes you, when you're scrolling through the shitstorm of Instagram, you're like, what is that? So
you're like, I want that fingerboard. That looks fun.
Yeah. Super cool. So shout out to Phil. Follow Malice BMX, I assume, on let's see what it is.
I think it is Malice BMX.
Watch, we're not following them because I feel like people always forget to
you're
follow.
following.
Like, but you know, like if we like tag people, but then forget to actually follow
Right.
if it's a new account. So Malice VMX, and then the website, if you want to pick anything up, is not keepitdown.gumroad.com. But what is it? Where I lost it. There's probably there's so many malicebmx.com. So so many tabs open at this point. And then Felix, see, this is how out of the loop I am. I didn't even know.
Did you watch this?
No, I didn't even know this.
It's good.
came out.
It's like it came out like 3 days ago. I think it's like a 6-day trip or something. I'm not exactly sure where he went.
For
but-
Felix.
Like Portugal.
Portugal, maybe, yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it does look like that. I think he filmed it with David Fowler, the guy from
That's
Germany.
okay. That's his normally his
Yeah.
that's his go to, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
met
this
him
guy.
actually like when I was in Germany, like the small city he lives in. Like Felix saw that I was there. He was like, "Oh, you should hit up David." And one of the other guys I met up with was with David already, and I didn't know. And I was like, "Oh, sick!"
Wow.
Oh hell yeah!
Look at
Yeah.
these spots.
But he's a really sick dude, real steezy.
Wow.
Like you ever met him in person or just see him, you can see why like this match up so well with
Yeah.
type of personality.
This is so sick. Cab nose to slide.
Yeah.
So good. So at X Games, Felix obviously hurt his ankle, and then Casey Starling was the alternate, and it was like Felix was like, I don't know if I'm gonna ride. You know, it was hard. It was hard. Felix felt bad too, like not necessarily feeling 100%, but he felt like he was like 85% and
Yeah,
could push
for
through
sure.
for the run. So
He was another one. If he would have landed that 5, he would
Oh,
have
yeah. Yeah.
he would have placed
It all comes down to the 5.
the 5, man.
Yeah,
So
5, dude.
don't do a 5.
At the
Don't
end
do
of
a
the
5.
run,
And then
they
it was
had it.
and then
Do a truck.
it basically went. Don't
Actually,
land
Kurz did a
backwards.
truck. He didn't land it though. It was like,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those events where like stop trying to land backwards at the end of your run.
Yeah.
'Cause it was Peraza
It's too
with
windy.
the what's that?
Videos in
Valencia. Okay.
Oh, it's
That's
Spain.
where,
That's where Vicente's from.
Vicente,
Shout out
yeah.
Vicente.
Shout out to Vicente, man.
Look this.
Look this.
Gemma.
Yeah, this one kind of flew under the radar a little bit. Thanks, Benthian, for
Dude,
reminding
this
me.
video was
I want to
so
see this.
sick.
This is when we were all out there together, right? Like
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
you were there, they were
Uh-huh.
there.
We never got a chance to meet. It was so many people in Tokyo
Yeah.
at the time.
Okay.
Damn, that was crazy. His hand slipped and then that thing fell.
Yeah, that
You
was
guys see
really
that?
weird. I have no idea what that was. It even fell.
He shook the screen.
There's so much shit on the walls in here. The stuff just falls all the time.
There's one or two pretty crazy crashes.
The real question, Brownie Man, is does that count? The hand slip.
We're not
That's a
talking-
good question. That's a good question.
Thank God Dennis isn't here because we would just be talking about this shit the entire time.
Right?
We always go back into it. We have a
I
whole
say-
group chat
I
like
say it
just
counts.
dedicated to giving Bill crap. Oh, man.
Dude,
I think-
worse.
I think my policy is the easiest one. It all counts as long as you don't fucking touch the ground.
Yeah,
I don't give a
I think
shit.
no touch ground.
Yeah.
And on defense, larger margin for error.
Fast ones don't count then?
Oh.
Fish eye right.
Oh, fast plan is you're supposed to touch the ground. That's the whole point. There's some that's coming, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That spot. Look at that thing.
Dude.
Look at that thing, dude.
Dude.
I would be so happy if I found that.
Dude, you would find a lot of cool stuff. in
Shout
Japan.
out Go Miyagi. He's a skater who hit that thing like 10 years ago.
Wow,
The level 2 ice.
Dude.
Oh.
Fucking
Those girls are
James.
really crazy in
God,
person
dude.
too. Can't believe we
What a
tried
fucking
that.
James idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that would have worked, that would have been the craziest clip. Wow.
Oh.
So good.
He's the
Legend.
best, dude.
The hype, dude.
Oh man.
This gym is heavy shit.
Did we? Was it
towards
at the beginning?
Maybe I think-
Well, I mean, we invested so much. We might as well just fucking watch the whole thing now.
Maybe I'm.
I mean, they may have saved it.
Oh yeah, no, this is him.
Yeah, I was on a family trip and we went to the museum right there, and I was like, oh, I was frothing at those fucking street transmissions.
Dude, it's crazy.
I think I sent them to you guys. I was like, they're here. Go here.
Yeah.
Please ride them for me.
Dude, there was so many people there at one time.
Oh,
like,
you
now
can't
thinking about it. Like,
Japan, you have to ride at night. It's switched to nighttime. We had that.
You do not have to ride at night, Budger.
I mean, you do. You should.
You guys went like a long time ago, right? It was like you read.
Yeah, Ben.
Everybody.
Yeah.
They told me not to even go to Tokyo anymore.
Yeah, because it's so crazy.
Osaka is the place to go.
Oh, really?
Damn, that was crazy. Yeah, Peggy and Daisuke are like, don't even come to Tokyo now.
Yeah.
I mean, they still want to go.
I mean, there's just so much stuff, but
It was a lot of stuff.
Yeah. They're also coming from the idea of like seeing it all the time, you know? So for us, it's like brand new.
The city is so big, it just don't end.
Yeah.
It just never ends.
Well, we went there for volume. I remember being in the van and we were like, we just tapped the people driving on the shoulder, like, what city is this? And they'd be like, Tokyo. And then we drive like an hour. And then they're like, all right, what city is this now? And they're like, still Tokyo.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the
Crazy.
biggest city.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I think we watched the beginning and the end, but you should go watch the middle if you're still with us.
This is another like 30-minute video.
Yeah, crazy.
Sorry, Ryan.
No, that's all good. What is there a spot that I should click through?
I'll
just click a random spot.
It's like
Cordell is
yeah,
sick.
it's everywhere in everyone in Southern
See,
California,
homie.
basically. Everywhere Eddie is, that's where this video is.
So everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's at every session at all times.
Yeah.
The most
Always
BMX
cuss.
guy.
Omnipresent.
This section is really good with like the song.
Yeah.
Where it's really good. This guy ride motocross too.
This dude does?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Cordell.
Yeah.
He's art.
Wow.
He's sick too.
Dude, look
He
at that
paints
spot.
Yeah, that was
helmets
sick.
of bikers.
That didn't even look like it would work. It looked like really tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been stacking for years.
Oh yeah.
All his rides too. Light 2.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll keep it moving, but 18 more minutes. Is that a full length? Do you think that counts for
It's
but you think
it's
it counts
18
for a full
minutes.
length for Nora Cup?
It's a
This is like
2024 full length, yeah.
2024 full length. All right.
Yeah.
And this is
It's a good ass
another
watch.
this is 45 minutes. This definitely counts. Anybody got
Oh, dude.
I haven't watched
last
this yet.
part-
I heard it's good.
The last part is insane.
Oh, this is like Dove Shit Crew or something? No.
Yeah, I mean I recognize a couple of the names, but I'm not gonna say anything and then be wrong. So I'm scared. I'm always scared to say something wrong now.
This guy is so sick. This is the guy
Yeah,
that
go
did
to
the
the-
full calf crank arm.
Okay.
You guys were posting.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
I'm sorry.
Damo?
I
Is
hit
it-
my head a lot.
Is it that
now.
guy? Damo Dirks? Is that who it is? I always get him confused. I don't know.
Don't remember. What I did
Apologies.
earlier.
Apologies that we don't have context, but it means we're watching it because
It
it's
is
good. Yeah. And that is the compliment.
Dude, the
Oh.
back foot
Dude,
side.
what?
That is wild.
Yo,
What?
let's go.
Wow.
Clean.
Hashtag locked in.
Yeah.
Post a photo of you locked in.
That's oh, that was so good.
I'm going to click around one more time just for
The full calf crank arm.
meh. Is that,
Now,
was that
some
the thing
people
of the whole
look like
video?
they're just supposed to be on a bike.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
Mhm.
Like he's just supposed to be on a bike.
That's how I feel when I watch Lewis ride.
Yeah.
Something's
Yeah.
coming here. What's going down?
Yo. With the thing that close to the
that's
side.
some- oh my god, dude. Okay.
That was so sick.
Asking for it, man.
Yeah.
Dude, catching a peg on that rubber part.
Oh, no.
What?
Good. Holy
So
shit.
good, dude.
Wow.
Here we go.
We need to find out this
Oh,
kid's
this
name.
is so crazy.
Dude, come on.
NBD.
Wow.
Where's this kid's X Games invite?
All right. Real BMX.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Yeah, Shit Crew. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You called it. Good job.
So good.
Let's
Dude, that was
Add
incredible.
it to the series, bro.
right. Let's see if I just wanted to see if we can find out homie's name.
Maybe there's a credits or the YouTube description.
Yeah. Got to be the intro right here.
That's kind of like the most impressive crank arm shit I've seen since like, I don't know. I mean, Trey Jones, as far as I know, has done.
He did the
270 to crank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Wang also may or may not have done one back in the day. Or at least I was there when he tried one.
Joshua. Is that him?
I don't think that looks like his kit. Might be a different guy.
Yeah, that's
maybe
him.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joshua Hareter. All right. Bank it. Lock it. Hashtag locked it in. Hashtag locked in.
It's because he spins into his front foot. I think it makes it easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not easier, but like obviously a hard
Possible.
trick. But like it makes it like, yeah.
Come to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, Nolly Crook.
That was
That was crazy.
All that. I want to watch that video.
Yeah, full length 45 minutes too. So Tristan Cooper. This is a release from
That's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, that real.
So the last like minute is probably I
I
would say is the finer stuff. Like it's good. Go back a little more. A little more. That's the end of the last clip you played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, boop, boop, boop.
I was gonna say, dude.
3. Oh, sorry. I think I may be.
I think it's like there's probably some other stuff. Probably like a little GT ad like afterwards. I think that's kind of how they run it these days.
Marketing.
So Tristan's a solid dude. He kills it. He's always down to send some stuff. Like that's wild. You know that setup.
Clean flare.
I like Tristan at jams. Yeah.
He's at the ride, like when we did the headlights premiere.
Yeah.
The flips and stuff.
He's positive, dude. He's always down to throw himself down something.
Yeah.
Should get him like a tongue strap. Keep his tongue in his mouth. He's gonna bite that thing off, bro. He jump off with so much big stuff, and his tongue is like
Just
out his
hanging.
mouth. Like
He's
just in his zone.
He's wrapping up another part with John.
Yep, him and John and Elijah. This kid,
That's gonna be
Elijah
sick.
Preto, are working on a little something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where it's gonna end up, but
Yeah, Tristan's like a step to it type of dude. He'll just do it.
dude, that tongue does come out.
Yeah. That's the first thing I noticed when watching Ryder. It's like, oh man,
That's metal.
Yeah.
he's so savage.
This is crazy. The pole.
The tongue was out on that one too.
It
Now
comes out,
I
dude.
can't not see it.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
Yeah, you can't not see it.
so savage.
This dude.
This is so
It's like some burn shit. He's got that MJ tongue, dude. That's
yeah, that's what
Jordan.
it is.
Yeah,
he's flying, bro.
just that.
Savage.
Shout out Tristan.
Tristan is
Is there
sick.
more? Oh, this is the.
It's like little credits.
All right.
I feel like they always try to put some complete bike thing afterwards or something.
Should I? Is there a plug? Should I do it? No, it's just
there might be some other stuff.
Just
Yeah.
a.
Oh, that's a dude in Salt Lake who passed away.
Oh.
James Pinko. Got hit by a car.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Riding his bike.
Yeah.
Just BMX bike.
sucks.
I believe, yes.
Fuck.
That sucks. I come so close to getting hit by cars like that.
Dude, yeah, be careful out there.
Sowerby.
This is
the sleeper filmer of the fucking decade.
beginning to end. This is a masterpiece. So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen this, you need to as a must watch.
I mean, I'm partial to just going to Foley, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I mean,
Sam
fucking
Jones. Sam Jones.
Yeah,
I think.
let's do Sam. Yeah,
Sam Jones is a really I feel like he's I mean, he's always been sick, but it's as far as like video parts go, this is probably his finest stuff, at least that I'm aware of.
Bike control.
This clip, this Hang 5 clip he does in here, it's like
the G turnout.
Dude, it's like the spot was made for him to do this Hang 5 to Hang 5 G turn. Dude just looks sick on a bike. He's got good like selection of stuff to do on spots. Yeah, he rules. Like to do that in a line is pretty wild. I think that clip's coming up that we were talking about.
Yeah, we can watch the whole thing. I mean, it's good.
Signature Sowerby style. That's gnarly as hell. But like I feel like Sowerby does a really good job at combining like fisheye with like that type of stuff. Like it almost feels like and like fisheye with the cinematic. It almost reminds me of like a snowboard video. It's kind of like he has his own style, and it's like all encompassing.
There's 3 formats of footage too. There's the 4:3 footage that's like the B-roll footage. There's the 16:9 that we're looking at, and then
the cinematic.
Yeah, there's like the cinematic, whatever that
that
top.
That stuff. Yeah,
is that vertical black bar? Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool how he kind of can mix those.
Yeah,
three,
I honestly,
those 3 formats.
I don't even know if I really noticed that the first time around. Like,
yeah, he made it work.
No, that's good. Well. That's good that you don't notice it, because sometimes when people do it and it's too OD, you're like, it's annoying,
distracting.
You know? Like it's distracting from the riding. But I didn't notice it at all. Dude, this it's so sick with that spot. I think it's what's the feeble whip up the ledge.
Easy, dude.
He's so well rounded with stuff too.
Yeah. We definitely need to watch Foley's too after this.
I think we may have to cut Instagram from the month.
How long are we going?
Well, I mean, let me ask my wife.
Yeah, this clip.
Yeah.
I watched this with my lady, and I was just like jumping around on the couch, like punching the couch, like what the fuck? Like so excited when I saw that clip.
Yeah.
NVIDIA for sure, right?
Yeah. I mean, just the best spot use of all time.
Precision. I mean, the shit he tries to do a Battle of Hastings. It's like there's still stuff on the board, you know, that he's like trying like the 360 tires to fucking, you know, like he has like 360 to crooks on lock,
360 hanger, everything.
Yeah, 360 tires is wild. At first, I thought he was going to do something with both rails just because like the way the spot is.
Yeah.
So sick.
This is really sick. So crazy.
Legendary. Dude.
So good.
And dodge the post.
Dude, yeah, I didn't even really.
So I was in Budapest when this came out, and I Googled like YouTube, like Budapest skate spots, and Jankum did like a little thing on Budapest, and I tried to find this spot to like just go, you know, maybe ride it, but go check it out. And then I see this like literally the next day.
Oh,
and I was like, oh fuck! Like when I got back, I was like, God, I want to fucking see it. I wanted to appreciate it. You know,
right?
like
that probably is so crazy in person.
Because even that Nolly tires, I'm pretty sure I saw that spot, and I was like, holy fuck, this thing's huge. So
this kid's sick as hell too.
He is. Yeah.
I wish we could just watch the whole video.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think everybody's joyfully too. And Banks.
I think we're gonna on the 9th. I think we're gonna do a Denim Cox podcast, and we're gonna run through the video a bunch. So
get Sowerby on here.
God, I would love that.
That'd be sick.
Everyone will love that.
We'll give it a couple minutes, but we want to give away the whole thing.
Yeah.
But show some love to Foley,
dude.
New pro.
I wouldn't even see that. Like, I'm not even looking that high in the air, you know?
I mean, like, I think because we have Colt, we have Kink as like US based like legacy video part companies, but BSD is like, their video offerings are like the best. Yeah. It's incredible. Yeah. Their vault of videos is just,
they got Sowerby full time.
Yeah.
Back to even the Mike Taylor days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. What's the dude from Canada? Jason Teat.
Jason Teat.
Oh my God. So sick.
So good.
Think you found that via Oculus?
No.
Good question. I think it's cool with their team, even as they've evolved, they've kind of maintained the same sort of like rigor. Like all the dudes want to do big sends still, and big grinds, big gap to grinds, and it's sort of like they're all carrying the torch of sort of what I feel like they're older,
like a David Grant, you know,
like the quality has never dropped in terms of filming, production, or riding.
Yeah, I mean,
Slack Mag cover.
It can't be understated like how important a video guy that's like attached to the brand. You know, like Daryl Taco, a Vish, a Sour Bee, those they just really control the image of a brand so much. And especially Sour Bee, because he's, as far as I know, he's like multi-talented. He does everything. He does graphics of the bikes, he does graphics of the video, does, you know, like art direction for the entire brand.
He's very knowledgeable.
Like, has an office over there sort of guy, like, or is he doing...
Who, say again?
Is Sowerby like a staff at BSD in the office?
Yeah, he's, as far as I know, he is 100% full time. And I talked to Donachie in Copenhagen, and he's like, yeah, full time, handles.
His production is so good. I would almost think he did work outside of.
When I saw this, I thought the part was over, and that was enough for me. I was like, dude, that was one of the craziest video episodes I've ever saw. And then he just continues to deliver with like another 3 minutes of footage.
Should I pause? You could pause right there, because that is a good stopping point with that. And it's like, it is incredible.
It just doesn't end. Like as like a snowboard spot. Yeah, because you know they gap 50 through the fence, and it's like, dude, it's no joke. Like you could get fucked up.
But yeah, I think Sour Bee really does control like he's full time and does control like the entire output of the brand visually. So that's super important to have somebody, you know, coddle that person, hug them, you know, like embrace that as somebody that is that talented.
Because that's your, you know, I feel like, I don't know, it's a whole other topic. But when times get tough, the media guy is the first one to go. It shouldn't be like that.
It's crazy how much good shit comes out all the time. It's so insane.
Dude, this month's been crazy.
How easy it is to kind of miss it too, because when you're busy with your own shit, it, like, I feel like this is the month that I have been like not like tuned in at all, and then there's so much stuff.
Well, for kids though, people who are in the industry, like they get to just digest this stuff every day as it comes out. Like,
but I think it's easy to click out too, you know. So
if you step away for even like a week, or you go on vacation or something, it's like there's just so much content coming out these days that it is easy to miss, especially when things fly under the radar a little bit and maybe the algo doesn't suggest it to you.
Yeah.
This video is sick because like themed, it's called Curvature, and you can tell the spots are, you know.
Yeah.
The intro is pretty cool. They do like a nice little thing with it. But yeah, as far as, I don't know, you don't see a lot of BMX videos that are like have a directive.
Yeah, especially a 10-minute one. It seems like,
Yeah, so this was substantial.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Raf TK is who made this video, and then I think Ralph Jeroma Williams, I think is his full name, and he has another part. I think it's on the list after this.
Okay. We'll keep it going.
He's the one who made the video.
Oh, my kid's already home, so I think I'm good.
Nice. He walked home.
My wife just said, I just grabbed him. I'm like, oh. I was like, is it okay if I get him in 20 minutes? I'm being a bad dad. I've been gone for 3 weeks out of this month, so. Is it?
Looks like it's when it's done right.
I mean, it does have a feel.
You and Mike,
that looks good.
Mike is so funny about it.
Looks dialed.
Mike,
at
give me
night.
crap about HD footage. Ooh.
I mean, VX, when you know how to color and know how to white balance and stuff, does look.
Well,
good.
I just think I think we get tired ass VXs now, where it's like the shit's just soft and there's no detail anymore at all. It's like
people don't know what they're doing. That's the issue. See,
like, this guy knows everything from setting up the camera to exporting.
Yeah. The export is important, because I remember Navaz back in the day, he like kind of figured out that
Yeah, because this footage was like super different. Like in the was it Let Him Talk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was like so clean.
That was a hot topic back in that day too, the HD versus VX stuff. But
the HD's come along.
I may actually have a couple of cameras that one of you guys want. It's right there. If you,
I don't VX anymore.
No, it's not a VX. I don't know what it is.
What kind of camera is
just
it?
grab it. It's at the top.
Oh, it's an VX.
There's two of them.
Hold on.
Oh, it's just
yeah. There's two. There's another one behind. There's another one behind it. I grabbed it from the ride office. I don't.
Oh wow.
The HPX.
That's an HBX 200 with the tape.
Nice.
The other one is the AC.
Those are both the same.
That's the one that I filmed with.
One of them is.
There's AC 160. I actually want this camera because I have
the one that
a
I
whale
have.
eye still.
Hey. Congrats on your new camera, Mike.
Mike has.
Oh, sick.
I mean, I was like, oh, do I put them on eBay or something? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. So
Hey, since you guys,
better days.
Mike, since you,
yeah, I don't know.
you should do. You know how what's his name?
If you want that, one for Justin, one for Mike.
Yeah, I'll take the.
Shit, you're trying to get rid of it. I'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
If you decide to put it on eBay, I get half of all profits.
Deal.
We get $30.
My whale eye doesn't work with my 4K camera, so
dude.
Oh really? But it will work with one of those. Yeah, so you might
Don't
as
put
well.
it back up there. You're gonna forget it.
Put those there.
Yeah, he won't forget it.
I don't know, man.
come do podcast, get camera.
Right.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
You should do some how to use those cameras, like setting up.
You know what? I
all
also
that stuff.
have something else in there, but it's like a teleconverter, like a whatever. What's the
teleconverter?
A Sentry teleconverter, like because it's a Transworld Snow camera. So I think they had like a super long, like a 1.4 Sentry teleconverter thing. Yeah, something like that. So, but I think that thing's like that thing's worth like $600 or something.
The listeners
like that,
have tuned out. They're falling asleep. Just like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
We're talking about like video.
Let's go back to Oculus.
So 16 riders in the X Games,
right? So let's do Mastroni's picks. Now we made it through pretty much the videos.
Okay. These are some last minute picks, but we mentioned him last time, and I was talking to him a little bit on Instagram, and I was like, dude, next time I do one of these, I'll do your McNeil part. So probably the best pegless section to ever exist. I don't think there's anybody in this room who hasn't seen this, but it's worth a rewatch for sure. Even though this has almost 500K views because Adam reposted it, but it's still something probably like a lot of the younger generation maybe is not aware of. So
yeah, so he ran those like it basically had like a socket.
Like Primo Jewels.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, it was like the little socket.
Street.
Curvature.
I mean, look at these spots. He's he put a lot of thought and effort into this part. Definitely his best stuff. Neil Young song too. Sick.
Silva was always like a thinker with BMX, like was good at everything, but then like made it harder on himself to like push it.
Yeah.
I always felt like he could do everything if he wanted to.
Very talented dude.
That's crazy.
Where's he originally from?
I think Toronto. At least I think that most of this is Toronto. Like that's definitely Toronto.
Dude, so
imagine doing a 180 grind without pegs. Like
I can't even imagine doing it with pegs.
Imagine trusting that you're not just gonna like loop backwards and die. I mean, I'm sure he did plenty of times.
Spot.
Yeah, like
some people are just meant to do things, and it's like
what a spot.
Yeah, what a
the
spot.
grinds
Dude.
with no pegs is crazy.
Back pedal.
Yeah, like he's using his whole. Yeah, very tasteful, very.
That was like bottom bracket. That was a deep Joe Simon status.
Pegs,
pegs
over bar, pegless pegs over bar. Probably the first one,
Whoa.
So
if he hadn't done another one earlier,
right? That was crazy. Like it's like a ghost crook.
Yeah, I want to say that again.
Yeah. He's a thinker.
Oh.
Great spot use, like great idea.
It's crazy whip peg.
Look at that.
Yeah,
so sick. To commit to that, it's like you don't know what that's gonna feel like. What's gonna, you're just like,
yeah, you know,
the guy that was just
yeah.
So sick.
Did not expect that. I don't know why. It's been so long since I've seen this.
Jesus.
Wow.
Dude. This is like Garrett Reeves level heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Legend.
Pegless overgrind, dude.
Brown rail.
You almost forget he doesn't
How?
have pegs on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over pegs.
That was sick.
I watch
That
this
was
at least like twice a year just to be like, damn, Chris Silva's the GOAT.
He did
He
like
can
it
do
was nothing.
everything, dude.
Austin.
That ditch is that was the early of that ditch for sure, huh?
Yeah. That's something you still don't see that. You know?
I thought I was getting like a walleye, pegless
Yeah,
walleye
this-
or something.
This is probably one of the craziest things ever done on a bike.
Oh,
Short run up.
Dude. I mean, come
Wow.
on. That's
Yeah, right.
yeah. Like
On
okay.
any
Let's give
rail.
those last two clips
That is.
some.
everybody go follow Chris Silva.
Wow.
Dude.
So sick, dude.
I mean, especially with the rail on the wall too, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
and the
that last, like,
yeah. Oh my. Wow. I
Damn, he was up there just like, I'm about to do this. And he did it.
So sick, dude.
Probably way bigger in person too.
it looks like a
he looks big.
horrible
Exactly.
rail. Like, look how short that kink is too. Like,
Yeah, dude.
wow.
So I put another one on there.
Shout out to Chris.
There's a 2020 part, which I think is his most recent one. I don't know if we have to watch the whole thing, but there's some interesting ideas in there that I don't really see
I'll
anybody
just
else fucking
skip the
with.
intro.
He does like this Smith. I think it's the last clip. He does this like, I guess you could call it like a 180 Fufanu Smith thing on a wall rail. It's peg guy now. I mean, shit. He was probably like, "Yo, I did everything pegless. Like, I don't have anything else to prove."
Yeah.
You know.
Nothing. Yeah. It's-
Yeah, let's do it a little bit easier.
Did Chioke and Silva ride? Are they from the same area?
I believe so.
Yeah, because
Very
I feel like the
similar.
influence is there. You know, with Chioke, like I'm probably I haven't
I
said
think
his
it's
name out loud in a
C-Joke.
long. C-Joke?
C-Joke.
Okay.
Chi-Joke, yeah. sorry.
Chi-Joke. But he is so fucking good. I know he's battling some injuries recently.
Yeah.
Is the sound different?
No, it's
Oh.
chilling. But yeah, the ender in this is definitely fire. A lot of it's self-filmed too, which is cool to see
Yeah.
that he's still just like motivated as hell. He's getting after it.
Yeah, I feel like the sound's a little
Yeah,
crazy right now, but
something
it's
else
all
is
right.
playing, maybe.
Oh, maybe is that what it is? Oh, you're right. Which tab?
Oh, it's playing.
Yeah, my bad. I was like,
somehow.
what is it? What is happening? Sorry. Now it doesn't sound like a dumpster fire.
Look at these spots, dude. Like he is
He can do it. I mean, confirmed. He can do everything.
ice
Yeah.
pick in a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 bar out.
That's like you know, like that Taj clip in forward where he ice picks
Exactly,
just
yeah.
the wood on the wall.
Sick one.
I love that type of stuff because it's like every kid has like that type of shit in their hometown.
Yeah.
Like just some random like loading bay at
Mhm.
like an agricultural like feed store or something. You know what I mean? Like
That was so specific.
I'm just saying, like that's in like they do. It's like some country
Feed
shit,
store,
you know,
yes.
like that too. Like it's
You're
like
absolutely right. I know I had one.
I know I've been to the peanut factory in Georgia where you're from.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's definitely one of those spots
Yeah.
there. This dude,
No.
it's so sick.
He's a thinker.
Dude. That's
Dude.
As a guy that was never like a
This.
brake feather or doing manuals, I would never be able to understand that.
Like,
Yeah,
how do
yeah.
you see
He just
it?
made it.
you were
Wow.
trying so
How
far.
do you see
that's
that?
So
That
wild.
was insane.
It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
So simple yet so like
Yeah.
very
Fire
specific.
in that, up like the ink almost.
I think it.
Or was
I,
it- or was it on the
how
wall?
do we?
How
I feel like it was
watching
on the
this?
kink of the rail.
Post.
It was like
Just
right
that
after, like,
YouTube-
in the
YouTube
rail.
just-
Square of
Yeah.
it almost?
I think it's just like an abubica on the rail.
He's Smith.
Oh,
No, because his peg is on the. It's like a.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
it's
peg,
yeah.
Does his peg touch the edge of the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah. It's like a 270 Smith Fufanu.
Abuba Smith.
Yeah.
A
A boobas.
boobas.
That's
to the booster juicer.
It's something.
Yeah, and self-filmed.
Booster juice. That's so sick.
Like such a boss.
Yeah, crazy.
Chris, we need another self-filmed part for me for 2025.
And then
have another
and
one.
I figured since we got Diego here, we can watch a couple Peter Diego parts.
the old user videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people might have missed this one because it was like branded as like a submission or whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
this
is a heavy
here.
Yeah.
Well, we also only had probably like
how old are you now?
20 subscribers back then too. So, but
that's the first one.
No, I've messed my ankle there, and I just put a space brace, and then I went to ride again like a week or 10 days after.
You're good to go.
And I messed a tail whip, and I put my feet down, and then my knee just buckled.
Oh.
And so it was definitely from that it started it. I just didn't let it heal.
Didn't want to listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like my ankle was so swollen. I was like, dude, I want to go ride.
Yeah.
Just wrapped a brace and just, not a good idea.
Yeah,
You gotta let
when
it
you're
heal,
young
you
and
know?
you just
when you're young and you have space brace.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Diego's been sending it though. Like I can, from being around for some of the stuff he's been filming recently, he's doing some crazy like big sort of death defying stuff, but also some more like unique tech setups too. He's got some sick shit in the works to look out for.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Keep it down part.
His keep it down part needs to go on the internet though, and we keep telling him that it's
well, you could also go buy it for $6.66.
You could do that.
Keepitdown.gumroad.com.
Yeah. Or you could put it online.
That's right. That's correct. Oh, you have it? Oh.
I don't know. That's
It's up to him to put it up. Yeah.
Nice.
No.
Dude. Heavy.
Yeah, like after this video, I basically, I was with my knee messed up, and I was like, wrap this video, and like got an ACL, and then I was like, took me so long to get the surgery. So I was like, after the surgery was like 3 months after surgery, it was like already like 7 months without riding.
Dude, you're
so I was like, I can't wait to ride, and like, I didn't let it heal and mess my knee again because I just started riding after like 2-3 months, and then I had to, and COVID happened.
Yo, let's go, dude.
I think if anybody's ever going to do a fucking high-speed gap derail, wear a jacket like that just for like the fucking dramatic
the
wind effect of like how fast you're going.
It was cold as hell.
But look how sick that jacket looks.
Yeah, it's so sick.
It looks like a fucking cape, dude.
Yeah, that top button cinched up, dude.
God, that's so bad. Putting my arms up.
Hey.
Wait, so you weren't trying crook? Because the first one went
No,
crook.
I was trying to get pegs, and then I went to crook.
Oh,
dude. And then I was like,
I'll just do ice.
Yeah.
Savage.
One down of Andrew Cast.
What'd Cass do on it?
He crooked that rail.
The whole thing.
The big one, yeah. Yeah, that was like his banger or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
the
was
one.
a photo. That was a photo
one that goes
too.
into the stairs, like the really big one that goes into the stage.
No,
Like
the one before.
Oh,
Yeah,
just like
it's a.
that
that one.
one,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm thinking of the other one that Castaneda did. That was like a crazy crook, and it goes into like a stage.
Oh yeah, maybe
It's
that's
like-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the
Things.
tricolor.
rail, right?
This is the one where you 180 the Long Beach
Yeah.
thing, right? Yeah. Which is gone now, so no one can go do it.
How is it gone?
Diego killed the
Well,
spot.
Oh.
They cut the run up, so it's just like an L on
Oh.
the gap. So if you like trying to like do an L to the gap, I guess you could, but
Yeah.
no. Yeah, this got cut short too because I was just hurt, and I
Dude, that rollover to that thing is crazy.
So crazy.
Yo, dude.
Long Beach Cubs. Dude, there was someone in the bathroom that was just like,
There's someone in the bathroom. Oh my god, that's so good.
Shit, I was just like, Brady. Dude.
Just imagine us on dude on a bike, just like
just like on your window.
That was sick too.
I mean, you at least have a few tries. You're gonna be busy in there for a while.
Early Speedy.
Yeah.
How old is this, Diego?
2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So keep it down. Was
I remember
the
this
part that you did after this.
Yep. I basically filmed a year 2020 with no ACL, and then 2021 I was healing.
Wait,
yo, I flinched at.
Dude, you almost died.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you yesterday, like after watching you get that, like when you fell in the street, you weren't trying to get up and get your bike, and I was like, "What is he doing? Like, you need to get up. You about to get hit." It's only so much I can do with these cars.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
what is he doing? But it's like, well, now I see. So
Yeah,
you're not scared, man.
I feel like that was a classic, like hair being like you can't see shit. 'Cause
Can't
your
see,
hair,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, there's a car right there.
That was wild,
I was like, I got this, and then oh fuck, this car is in the way.
dude. That is
That was
unreal.
so
That's
heavy.
unreal.
It was so Ian Morris was the first guy to jump that, correct?
Yeah.
And then Dennis barred it, and then
Wong tabled it.
Long table.
Kareem tried to 3 it and died, I think, or was it Hoder? That's Kareem.
No, Kareem.
I think that was because it was the double die on threes because he tried that and then he tried the Hollywood High one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was like
But not very many people have stepped to that.
No.
That's
Yeah.
pretty,
no.
That's a pretty big accomplishment.
And
Thank
I
you.
feel like the 180 is like, I mean,
Landing
you got-
backwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, as we were talking about with X Games landing backwards.
Yeah,
Hard.
right?
Still trying to do. I tried another gap 180. I blew up 3 times, and what the hell? Like, this is smaller than that one. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Shout out, Greg.
I am back. I forgot to do 2 things. The first is choose a winner for the S1 collab helmet giveaway. Yet again, if you guys haven't seen this, we did a collab helmet with S1. I'll go ahead and put the promo video over top. But I said leave a comment and I will choose a winner. And I had a crazy month, as I stated once or twice. Screen record is going. Load all the comments. There is quite a few. And I'm gonna just choose that one right here, wherever this is. Perfect timing. Gonna buy a new weed pin. That didn't work. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll through again. If you mention the helmet in my text, Demarcus versus nope. S1 is so good. Black on black. T Money 0 on YouTube. I'm gonna type it out. You are the winner. Please send me an email. Thank you to all you guys for leaving comments and all that stuff. I appreciate it. We do sell the S1 helmet on the web store along with the other stuff. It's just ourbmx.com/shop, I think. Free shipping on everything. And then the other thing that I wanted to do is give away some more stuff. I have these awesome BSD mixtape zines. I have 5 of them. And I also have some stickers, some BSD stickers. And I also have this Olympic qualifier series backpack that I got in Shanghai, I think. I have barely opened it. I know there's an umbrella. There's probably some shirts, some other stuff in there. It's actually kind of heavy. I have no use for another backpack. I do not need an Olympic backpack. I do not need Olympic swag. Just not my style. But somebody else can win this. Hopefully somebody wants it because otherwise this is pointless. But go ahead and leave a couple of comments. Mention the BSD mixtape thing. Mention the backpack. same deal as last month. I will go ahead and scroll through the comments, choose one at random, and as always, I appreciate the support and the love with all the podcasts and all that stuff. The next thing I have is, all right, I figured I should sit down for this, but the next thing I wanted to do was go ahead and kind of like it's a new feature for the podcast, or at least for the news podcast, is new products. This isn't really like new products in all of BMX. This is just for the brands that work and support with our BMX. There is a bunch of brands that do support us on a regular basis. Only a few came through with this first one, but I'm hoping other brands see it and kind of join in. I asked each brand to just make like a 30-40 second commercial, either using their team rider, just discussing some sort of new product that they have going on. So shout out to these brands. I'm going to go ahead and let them play right now. I will be in the corner. I need to put my headphones on so I can hear it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Kenneth Tenzer here. I'm gonna give you guys a couple reasons why I ride the throttle tires. I use 2.2. They have another option like 2.4, but I actually like more the 2.2 for the reason I ride kind of like everything and it feels quicker. One of the reasons I ride throttle tires is because they're really light compared with mostly every other brand in the market. These tires are for everything. Like for street, they feel really comfortable. On the park, they feel amazing.
The backflip down the drop is insane.
Another thing is I love the way that the Easter logo looks on the tire. These tires handle 100 psi. I use 90 on the back and normally 75 in the front. So the most important for me is the way they feel. It just feels great when you ride. It feels like you can put 80 psi and it feels like 100. So they're strong. It's a strong tire, and I like the feeling.
Cool. So yeah, that's it from Eastern on their Throttle Series tires. So shout out to them for supporting us and for supporting Kenneth Tenzio. Obviously, you know, he is a killer on all terrain. The backflip drop thing is absolutely insane, and you know, Superman seat grab X-ups on dirt and all that stuff. And then something polar opposite.
I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it? Pot. You know, marijuana. Oh, well, I don't know. What, chicken? Joey's in a jam. What should he do? Cake. Get a pizza. Excellent. Get a pizza. Get real. You got it. Let's see if Joey's that smart. I'm not chicken. You're a turkey. He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him. Cowabunga!
So, I don't know what kind of plant that is, but Alienation valve cap stems. And I think I have some, actually. So I will go ahead and give those away, along with the same theme gloves. Sweet Leaf, I believe is what they are called. I'm going to do this one for members. So the giveaway of the BSD stuff is for anybody, and the backpack, the Olympic backpack, is for anybody. Alienation, those valve caps, I really hope I have them. And then if somebody wants these new vice grip CNC sealed bearing brakes that Alienation came out with, I may need to see proof of breakage, but go ahead, and I need a member to leave a comment about either of these items, and I will go ahead and give them away. So just a little support back for the members that support the channel and all that stuff. And then one more, and then we're done with the...
What's good, guys? It's Jacob Thiem. I'm at Ocean Beach Skate Park today catching a session, and I'm filming a couple clips using Nowhere BMX's new peg, the Park Rat peg. Let's get it.
So Jacob Thiem...
A couple cool specs about this peg is that it's actually the lightest peg on the market, coming in at 3 ounces flat. The top side of this peg is also drilled out, which makes it even lighter, while the bottom is completely smooth, which makes it dialed for ledges and rails. Another bonus about this peg is that it has a 29mm inner diameter, which makes it perfect to get your socket in with ease, no matter how ground down the peg gets. I think my favorite thing about this peg is that it's made directly here in the US. specifically from a local company in Nebraska where Nowhere BMX is originally from. Again, this peg is made completely in the US from local companies, and it's made by Nowhere BMX, designed by Adam Pinberg. Go get yours today.
Yeah, so shout out to Jacob Thiem. He is actually doing like shows every single day at SeaWorld in San Diego, and that's the closest park to it. So I kind of forget that he's out here, but he lives in Riverside, but he comes to San Diego every single day. So shout out to Jacob. He obviously kills it. Nowhere did send one of these, so let's do the same thing. I do only have one, but go ahead and do the same thing. This will be members only as well. Leave a comment if you want the peg. I'll choose one of you guys next month. So that's it. I do appreciate the love, of course, and anybody that wins, I'll definitely throw in some Our BMX stuff and some stickers. I have a whole box of random stuff. I try and make it worth your while to get a package, so it's not just like an Olympic swag bag that maybe you won't use. So that's it. Apologies for not working this into the episode, but I had it there at the very end, and then I was kind of like flustered, and so I totally forgot to do the giveaway, the helmet giveaway and this stuff. So that's it. Thank you. Go ahead and go back to it. Shout out to Dale. Shout out to Source. Shout out to all the brands that support us. Shout out to you guys. And that's all I have. Thank you. Well, I guess we'll run through Instagrams. I don't even think we finished these. I don't even think I finished loading these things. So, but we'll run.
This is so
wild,
dude.
We'll run through a few of them.
Dude, this dude is so sick.
Yeah, he's always fucking.
Oh my.
Dude, what?
I watch his video bursts every now and again. It's like
That's in the realm of the Hucker hang 5 front flip.
Yeah, yeah. There's the dude that in Russia was the first one to do it. We always call him just hang 5 to tail guy, but I've met him. He's a super nice dude, but he's done it so many times over the years, so many crazy spots. But it's always, when you haven't seen one for a while, fucking reminds you how crazy that shit is. And Garrett can't do hang 5s either, so makes it harder now, right?
Yeah.
4-year-old doing a bar spin.
Crazy.
So sick.
That is wild.
Like, what?
He don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
So
even in school,
yeah. It's just
he actually isn't. Like, he's probably in like pre-K.
Yeah.
Maybe
You go to
Not in
kindergarten
actual
when
schools.
you're 5.
Yeah.
That is. Think about what you remember when you were.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You're doing
Yeah.
bar spins.
Yeah.
Remember this kid stealing all my Legos? Pissed me off. About it.
Going quick. This
Food.
looks cool.
Interested in going to Lagos to build a skate park. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the guys ride that skate park they built. It's pretty sick.
yeah, dude. They're so hyped. Have a park ride.
Yeah, Corrigan told me about this. I think this is almost over a year ago.
Yeah,
this
it's
all
been a while.
happened, but maybe it was all building up to, like, I think they're doing an event there or something with the locals. So
It's interesting to watch like a lot of the guys that ride that skate park because they only rode street.
Yeah.
Like them learn how to ride a skate park while already know how to do crazy tricks. Like,
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
do whips, they can do all these things, but trying to do it on a ramp is like
yeah.
backwards to them.
But super cool project, obviously, for Courage and Red Bull to go back and kind of where his roots are, and then it's funny that Fids is the guy you see building it, like just it's just like you don't expect it to be Fids for some reason. So, but looking forward to seeing that. I do not know when it's actually dropping though, but and then this obviously
Dak riding again.
Yeah. So
shit made me so happy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. I feel like everybody that watches the podcast knows the full story. Yeah. Like, today's a good day. You see that. Yeah. So he did a couple. If you haven't seen him, there's a couple of, he's 6-month follow up, a couple weeks. So his back is healed and unobstructed. He cleared to ease back into strenuous activities. And then this is what he's doing,
Yeah.
But then, he talks about some obstacles that he still has in front of him, but dude, he's 6 months. 6 months.
So the first thing he did, it was myself, Nathan, I want to say Mike, and Dakota in Riverside, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was before all of this. And there was this like curved fence ride. And he did it. He could barely pedal. Like
I think it's in here.
So we were riding it, and we were like, trying to figure out how to do it because it's really, really tight. And he was like, I think you just like do it like this. And we were like, we were looking, he was like, and he did it first go. We were like, but he haven't ridden his bike, haven't like done anything.
Yeah.
It was like, he did it, and eventually it got better and better and better every time he did it. So he was showing us how to do it.
Yeah.
And he could barely even pedal his bike.
That's incredible.
Unreal. But that was it right there.
Dude.
Look at that smile. Hell yeah, dude. So
legend.
Like imagine, like how good it feels to roll away from a trick you're trying. Like imagine how good it feels to be like, going from a state where you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to ride again, to doing, just anything on your bike and rolling away from a clip, even if it's just like an Instagram where like he probably felt so good.
Yeah.
And I don't even know like now, but then his calf wasn't firing. Like he couldn't get his calf to activate.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn,
that's what he talks about, and then after we did the podcast, obviously we talked for like another hour after he did the podcast and kind of, talked about those things and showed us the exercises and what he like shreds at and what he can't do and stuff. And it's, I mean, 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
It's like, it's incredible. So
getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, not the normal person. And then,
dude,
what is happening here?
A triple backflip no-hander?
Yeah.
What did he get towed in on?
I think they have the pulley thing. Yeah.
The bungee.
Dang, that's so sick.
It's crazy because the double doesn't look like it looks like he's about to land, and then another one swings around. So pretty crazy.
The force is probably so crazy, just like spinning like that.
See, here's one that we don't follow. Wow. I'll follow. Give him a follow. Harley rides. K-Rob Jr.
He's so committed when he's going.
Just a little weapon.
He is, dude.
And I don't know if it was in the other podcast, but we talked about how K-Rob Jr., like that there was like a little menace, K-Rob Jr. Like, I don't know. And then he does have a brother. He does have a brother. And he was like, yeah, he's a menace.
Everybody thought I was tripping, bro. I was like, he is bad as hell. We were at, this one I was on Etnies. It was me, Nathan, I want to say Devin, and we were like throwing out a product. And we was on top of the vert ramp. He comes up top and just go in the box and take stuff and just jump off the ramp. It was like, what are you doing?
He's
like,
a little gremlin, basically.
Yeah, so like me got onto him. Was like, no, you can't do it. Like, but it was like a little bit more harsh than that. And he was like chilled out, and it was like, oh, he's wild. It was like,
but I thought he was like, no, I think it was K-Rob Jr.'s little brother, and I was like, I don't know if he had.
Bro.
But yeah, he does. It was confirmed by somebody else. They were like, oh yeah, the little one.
Oh yeah,
Triple Junior.
Yeah. So, this throwback,
dude, yes,
yeah,
wow.
That slow mo's or the sound is horrible, but yeah, gosh, so good.
Amazing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Something in the water in Alabama.
Right?
Something, man. Dude, Seth Kimbrough still kills it too.
He does, yeah. This is just the Instagram of this, but
getting a rider of the year now.
Killing.
He should, yeah. He was one of the ones last year where it was like, I think him and Paris's video part were like tied for top 5 or something, and it's like one of those ones where it was like, man, I feel like it just went under the radar for some reason, and it's like, I hope he's in the top 5 for Nora Cup.
Didn't his part get kind of like?
Yeah, we got fucked. It got fucked.
Yeah,
because it
age
YouTube
restricted.
Yeah,
right?
YouTube because it was gnarly, and so but it was like shooting up, and then it just even when I got him to fix it, it just never recovered.
Right?
So,
is that people thinking it's gnarly, or is that the algorithm being like, this is dangerous activity?
I think there may have been like he hit his head a little bit, but it shows him like getting up, and it shows like it's not bad at all. But then there's ones where like Gary's, it had blood on his hands at the beginning of his, and it got hit. And then Dennis's, like his B-sides for his Raven part, it had something in it, like, and it got hit.
It does.
And so you can't do not show blood on YouTube. Basically.
It also seems like it's more towards the beginning. It's like if you show a slam, that's
Devin,
really bad. Like
Dennis's was deep. Dennis's was deep. Yeah,
okay.
but I think who knows what the fucking scrubbers for YouTube have. Like it could be like, all right, skin tone with red on it. You know,
Right.
like you never know. It could be
That's
just
kind of
like
what I'm getting at. I think it might be AI.
Yeah. So I think there's scrubbers, and then it gets to a point, and then it's like, and then it's actually viewed by a person. But for his, it was reviewed by a person, and it still got flagged. And I was like, hey, this is a professional athlete that is, like there's nothing bad in here. There's no blood. He doesn't hit his head. He doesn't get knocked out. Like he falls, but then he gets up and he pulls a trick. Like there's nothing. And so I had to have this like full, like long conversation. And finally
it's ridiculous though, because it's like, dude,
but it was like 2 days later.
Tens of thousands of videos.
Yeah.
On YouTube of people doing the same stuff. So it's like, why are you going to pick this one?
You can't say
complain about?
BMX's riding is any more or less dangerous than F1 racing or something like that.
Or like the Alamein.
Yeah, like those crashes.
Across, like them motorbike races.
People in wingsuits jumping off cliffs. It's just like we don't typically die.
Yeah, but like for it's like for parkour stuff and all that, I think they do get in trouble. Like they definitely get shut down. Like jumping off of buildings and landing in a pole and shit like that. Like they don't. Kids, yeah.
What about on Instagram? Can you show blood?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you get flagged?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe you get the restricted video or whatever. Yeah, but that makes people want to click it more.
Go to people's profiles and it's just like it's like see why. And you're like,
see why? Because we want to see it. Little 7 off a ledge.
Yo, dude.
Lucas. Yeah, right. Bucket hat.
Like Stevie-esque.
He made it look really chill.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Scott, man.
Boom.
Dude.
So
Scotty.
Just a couple thrown in there. And then I honestly, we didn't, I think the dudes added a couple of those. I only added a few. And then I don't know what this is.
I put that on there.
Okay.
You
should check that out real quick.
Which?
All right. So somebody, I don't know who made this Instagram called BMX Cowboy Fan. And it's basically just iconic video parts re-edited to Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. Really,
like Jason Levy.
Really incredible stuff here. You should probably click on the Jason Levy one. The Dak one's good. The Biz one is good.
So the thing sucks is I don't know how much we can actually watch this without getting flagged. But
all I'm gonna say,
I'll keep talking so you can maybe disrupt the algorithm long enough to get through the gist of this.
I mean, okay, first of all, if you haven't actually seen this Jason Levy part, turn the podcast off and go Google Jason Levy.
Yeah.
Probably the best video part of all time, if you ask me.
I mean, if not the best, the most dangerous for sure.
Yeah.
So is this the entire video part?
Yes. So it's all these. It's actually incredible how well this song works for pretty much every video part.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, man.
Dude, the Biz one is like spot.
The Biz one, it's
where's Biz's?
So hold on. When it talks about going home, it's like his hometown sign. And then when it says "Steel Horse I Ride," it's like a steel bridge.
It syncs up so good.
Whoever did this is really just a genius.
Yeah.
It really did, the marker bit.
Yeah. Anyway, well worth your time.
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
Drive all night just to get back home.
Yeah.
Let's see the steel horse.
In a sense, we're all cowboys riding a steel horse. So, the song rings true.
Dude, who thought of this? That's crazy.
I don't know.
They killed
Some
it.
really smart guy.
They're onto something for sure.
40 followers.
Yeah, so it doesn't have enough followers. It needs some more.
NEGRW.
Yeah, he's from Ecuador.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, I remember we posted this. Is there
I think
this
it's
one?
the first one.
Yeah.
Sick.
Damn.
Wow.
Diving.
What was that? Wow. Wow.
That's a bank.
So sick.
Just slant wall assassin. Yeah, that was a crazy pump.
Turn. Sick with it.
That's sick.
Yo. The lip slide, the second angle of this.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hell yeah. We've all nope. See. Try and correct all wrongs when it comes to Instagram followers. But yeah, I think that will pretty much do it this month. I appreciate you guys coming. I didn't expect it to be that long, but it always is. So
appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. I didn't think you were coming. I didn't know.
Coming.
Nah, it's all good.
When you look surprising or something, it's like, did Mike tell you I was coming?
Yeah,
nope.
That's
so
all
it
right.
makes it even more funny.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Banthian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget your cameras.
We'll get you a microphone next time or something.
Yeah.
So
he's running.
Ooh. Video review sometime.
Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
There we go.
Yeah, we want to do some random stuff, but we always talk about it. But
good times.
But yeah, thank you guys. See you soon. I think we'll do an X Games Olympics thing, but if not, we'll figure out some podcasts. There's Denim. TJ Lavin said he was down for one this month.
Ooh,
and the Corey Coffee and
I mean,
just the idea obviously is more.
I think I think she's not around, but yeah, that stuff like that is definitely in the we have a lot in
ideas
in process, but that it just doesn't get locked in. So but yeah, we'll be back with some podcasts this month. Messed up last month, too much going on, but we're back. So thank you guys.
To BMX Day.
BMX Day. See you at BMX Day for sure.
Yep.
Or, thank you.
Hell yeah.
That fucking Cowboy's gonna get
got the stuff on my head or what?
Yeah, I need to buy new headphones. These things are